I didn't mean to start. Hey everyone, welcome in. And thanks for the 51 month Wiki and 50 months from Draconian. 9, hello. Welcome in, V's. Welcome in, Risto. I think I forgot how my computer worked because I accidentally pressed on the wrong thing during the starting screen. Usually, I think I almost like when I'm starting the stream, I like pop out the other window, and usually when I right click on it, it doesn't change it, but this time it did. I don't. Maybe it's just like a, maybe I just forgot, or maybe it's just like an OBS change. I don't know. If I just haven't done it since I updated it. But yeah, welcome in everyone. How was everyone's last 2 weeks? I forgot to start the music. I don't remember how to stream. Hold on. I think it's playing now. Yeah. But yeah, welcome in Bear. Hope you guys are doing good. What were you guys up to the last 2 weeks? I hope it wasn't too fun. Actually, no, it's fine. It can be fun. I was I was having a nice time in Japan as well. I was mainly just I was mainly just eating food. which is what you do. Which is what you do when you're in Japan. That's basically what my family plans as well. They're like, okay, wait, like before I come home, I think they just start buying a bunch of like it's always like a struggle because I can't eat very much. Even compared to my relatives, like even like compared to Japanese, like Japanese portions are pretty small, but like um, I still usually cannot finish them. So then like I'll be there and they'll be like oh, I bought you your favorite snack, but then like that's like four times a day, and I'm like, I don't have time to eat this snack four times a day, and then also you know eat like they're like, oh, I got you like they're like, oh, we're gonna eat this meal you really like, and I'm like literally every meal I'm like if I'm full, like if I'm full, like 10 out of 10 full, right? Like usually I would eat to like 8 out of 10 full. Like you never like I don't stuff myself at every meal. But yeah, when I'm in Japan, I'm like every meal I'm like 12 out of 10 full. I'm like really trying, like choking it down. um, but yeah, that's always the plan. You gotta yeah, I guess you just gotta eat as much as you can. And that's very much like like I don't know, maybe I shouldn't generalize, but I feel like it's like Asian family like love language. They're like they won't say like I love you, but they will say like I got you your favorite food. And if you like don't eat it, it's like you don't love them. So you have to eat it. How is it driving on the wrong side of the road? Honestly, it's fine. Um, Also welcome in here. Thank you for the welcome back. You get used to it way quicker than you think. Like it's not really a big deal. Like once in a while you have like a moment. Like if there's like no one else on the road, like you might have a moment to be like, oh my god, I'm on the wrong side. Like you're not actually on the wrong side, but like in your brain you're like I'm supposed to be on the right, but like you're on the left, right? So there's sometimes a few moments where you're on the wrong side. I think for me, when I come back, I have a harder time adjusting. But maybe it's like when I'm there, I'm like more like I'm like, oh, I gotta make sure I'm on the right side of the road. But when I come back, I'm like, I know the right side, but I'm like, um, I've definitely come back and then I had to drive right away, and I'm like driving to the parking lot and I'm on the wrong side. I'm like, wait, this is not right. So you actually do it becomes like your new normal like very quickly, which is kind of random. I don't know if it's the same for everyone, but like after like a day or two of driving in Japan, I'm like, yeah, this is where I drive. I drive on the left. And welcome Vancouver. Thank you, thank you. How's your trip there? Everything you're expecting? Yeah, of course, of course. It was great to see my family. Ate lots of good food. There's not like a lot of like sightseeing or anything, because it's like it's a place I go every year. So like we don't really go like sightseeing or anything because it's like I've obviously like already seen everything there is to see. Um, but yeah, it's just normal stuff. Hanging out with family. My aunt and we stayed with my aunt and uncle, and they were able to get a few days off work, which is like, great. My aunt got like 3.5 days off work, I guess. Um, and my uncle got one-ish day off work, which is pretty good. And welcome in, Ratsi. Here's another one. Thanks for the 16 months. I appreciate it. Your stream is so laggy, keep buffering. I don't think it's me. I don't remember how to stream, but as far as I can see, it says drop frame 0, so that's on you, man. Did you get your uncle the game he wanted? It wasn't a game that he wanted or asked for, because he would never ask for anything from me, but like, yeah, I gave him Unicorn Overlord, I think. It's like an Atlas. It's like an Atlas game. It's a strategy. I don't know. I think it's a strategy game. Um, he hasn't. I don't know if he's played it yet. I can check on the. He wasn't playing it while I was there because like, you know, I guess He wanted to like sync. You know him. Like once I think once he starts, it will be like he'll be playing like a lot, right? Um. Oh yeah, it says he said he started playing as soon as I left. It's his first played 9 hours ago, so I guess he was playing it on the weekend. So I guess we'll see once. I think Switch doesn't show you the playtime until like 2 weeks or like 1 week, right? So like once we see the what after like 2 weeks or something, I'll let you know how much he's played. We'll put pets. I don't know how long the game. I don't know if it's like a really long game, but it's a JRPG, so it must be quite long. Um, but I would say in 2 weeks he's probably playing like 40 hours. He's kind of like degenning, you know. days off work in Japan. I know, crazy, crazy. He managed to get, um, yeah, he took off like the Thursday before I left. He was like, yeah, I managed to get this day off. And he also had a day off, for like a medical exam, but like that wasn't really like a day off. like, like I wasn't really like, we weren't really doing stuff, you know? Um, how is Japan the country? It was great. It was great. It was very, very nice weather the whole time I was there. It was like 20 degrees basically. Very good. He's quite a dedicated gamer in his spare time. He is. He is. He just finished The Witcher. And I think he liked it. He played like 300 hours, so I assume he liked it. Cause I was like, oh, I thought you were playing The Witcher. Are you still playing it? And he's like, no, I finished it like multiple times. So, I don't know if there's even multiple endings. I don't think there is multiple endings to The Witcher. But he did play it a lot. And welcome an anime fan. You got slapped with multiple feet of snow. Yeah, luckily, it's not. It's actually a little bit cold. There was frost. When I looked outside the window this morning, there was frost. Um, but it's like not below zero yet in Vancouver, which is good. And welcome in Vic. If you're doing well today. Yeah, my uncle is a big, but he wasn't playing games while I was there. I think like he just wanted to like, he wants his like uninterrupted degen time, so like he can't do that while I'm there. Um, so he just has to do like he started as soon as I left, pretty much. My mom is still there actually, but I guess it's not a concern for him. He doesn't care. He's just gonna degen. Um, you're a big fan of hikikomori culture. Is that where you mean like don't leave the house? Honestly, me too. Yeah. Which is just so good. He finished it multiple times. I've heard The Witcher is really good, but I'm not an RPG guy. Like, um, I'm really not an RPG guy, so I never got in. Also, I tried playing it on the PlayStation, um, and like the controls on PlayStation just felt so bad. Like I was like, it literally like it felt like Gerald was like on ice skates. Like the momentum was like super weird. Like you would run like walking with Gerald inside of a house was like impossible. Like inside of a building, like you couldn't like turn corners. I mean, it was just me. I don't know, but like it was like I just couldn't do it. I don't know. And welcome in, Sarah. How are you doing well today? Why leave the house? I mean, that's true. That's true. I was leaving the house like every day though when I was in Japan. And welcome in, Jimmy. Thanks for the 25. I was counting the time to when Meiji left. He could tell his wife and my mom that he's busy. I think so. I think so. Um, Gerald. I know it's a T. Um, but yeah, I think he was waiting because like I think I'm too annoying like when I'm there. I'm like I'll like interrupt him too much. What genre do you think Genshin? Genshin is RPG for sure. It's like it's like JRPG. It's definitely a JRPG. Except I think it's more like I think it's like it lacks like the grind of an RPG. You know what I mean? Because it's like a daily because like it has a mobile game aspect, right? So, that's why I like it. Because like if it was a game where you just grind it all out in like one day, like I don't want to do that. Um, and thank you for the 56 months, Sana. That's a long time. Your sub was broken for like a month. Oh yeah, it didn't work last time, right? Maybe just switch things. Um, how was Japan? It was great. It was great. How was your birthday? When do we get more Genshin lore? Very soon. I think in I don't know. In a couple weeks maybe? I think the banners just changed, so I think there's 3 weeks of that ban. I think it's 2 weeks from now, possibly. What did we do in Japan? I ate lots of food. Um, I saw I saw my family. I went shopping. Um, I drove around in my little K car, the rental car. The rental car was very fancy. It was this. We had two different rental cars because like we didn't need the rental car on the weekend, so we just returned it. Um, and the second one had a 360 camera, and I'm like, man, this 360 camera is so nice. It's like it makes parking like a video game. Like I'm like pretty good at like back parking, is that what it's called? Like backing in, because I have a rear view mirror. But yeah, I the 360 though is like a whole different thing. And the 360 was very nice because like you could press a button on the rear view mirror and then like there would be a camera on the rear view mirror. And I was like, which is really nice because like the roads are so narrow. Sometimes I'm like, oh, can I fit through? And then like so I like press the button and then I could see like a 360. But it doesn't work that well if it's too bright. It's then you can't really see very well around. Your birthday was fine. You got 3 cakes. Damn. What flavor? How many Hatsune Mikus did you bring? I actually did not see Hatsune Miku. I saw many Hatsune Miku like anime things, but I don't think any of them were Hatsune Miku. None of them had blue hair. How many Nami figurines did you get? I didn't see Nami either. I don't think One Piece is popular right now. I only got that My Hero Academia thing on the from the Kaiten Zushi. All that tech makes people worse drivers. I don't think so. I mean, I think it would be hard. Okay, okay. I think it would like if you learned with the 360 camera. I think it would be very hard to park normally with in a car without, with even just like a normal backup camera, right? I think it would be hard. But as someone who didn't have that before, I'm like, oh, it's nice. I could still park with the mirrors, but the 360 camera is very nice. And welcome in, Angel. Hope you're doing well today. Did you get any new silly hats on your trip? No. There was a lot of options, so you don't even use your backup camera. I do, because mine, I mean, I use it to see how close I am to the back, obviously. But mine has like a curvy thing. Like if you move the steering wheel, it like shows where it will go. I think that part is nice. Um, how you gonna see Baby Monster over here? They're in Japan like 2 days. Are they in Japan like always? They're Japanese, right? Imagine Miju had a gyaru. Is that how you say it? Makeover while she was there. I feel like that'd be like the last fashion thing I would do. There's some cool Japanese fashions, but I'm not a huge fan of the gyaru. I don't know how to say it. I guess it's like girl gyaru. Gal? Yeah, you didn't have air conditioning in your car. Oh my gosh. You came back right on time. You're deep in the throes of anime. You're watching, rewatching Dragon Ball. Nice, nice. I heard Has-Been Hotel has a surprising following. Is that like the cartoon? I don't know much about it, so I wouldn't recognize it if I saw it. There's like a lot of anime things around, but like I don't know that many. Like unless it has like the name on it, like I don't know. How many kilograms you gain? I think like 1 or 2. I think it's hard to gain a lot in 2 weeks, but I was trying. I was trying. And welcome in Milligram. Good Atama says hi. I put the hat back on him. Weigh-in time. I gotta go up my weight class. um, yeah, I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I thought I would be a little more jet lagged today, but it's not too bad. I was having a really hard time staying awake last night. I was like, oh, I want to sleep, but it's like 3 p.m. I cannot sleep. But yeah. You live in a car with AC until 2018. What? That's crazy. I think since like 2013 or 14, all cars here have backup cameras. So like it's kind of I don't think you need to be able to park without a backup camera. Like I think it's fine because um like I mean every car here has one. And like if you get a rental car, like the rental car is never going to be like 40 years old, right? Probably. um Miju leaving made me reflect that nearly every time I see my Japanese aunt, I talk to her about Japan. Am I that weirdo who loves Japan to her? You might be. You might be, yeah. I mean, how often do you see your aunt? Like, is it like every week? Is it like every month? Or is it like once in a while? How often do you guys see your How often do you guys see your extended family, by the way? Cause I 1 to 2 times a year. I feel like it's normal. I feel like it's normal. Okay, that's not that bad then. They live in tech. Yeah, okay, yeah. If they live that far away, fair enough. When you're recycling the NZXT bog, I'm gonna take it down to storage. That's my plan. I was gonna do it before I left, but then I'll do it sometime this soon, maybe next weekend. Yeah, but I'm gonna keep the boxes because I feel like having the PC case box is very nice if you want to transport the PC because I kept like the the styrofoam stuff. So I was like, that would be very nice when I move. When is the next karaoke session? I don't know. Maybe not today. I think I forgot how to sing, but I don't know. We'll see. Backup camera has been required by law in Canada since like 2017 or 18. Oh, is it that recent? But yeah, most cars now will have it, so it's not really like oh you should be able to park with that one because like what if you're in a car with like I feel like it'll never come up. Like you know some people are like oh you should be able to drive manual just in case. I'm like just in case of what? Like what is the situation where I'm like I'm gonna need to drive manual. Like if I get kidnapped and like my kidnapper has a manual car and then I want to like steal the car and like escape, I guess. In that case, I'm just gonna die. I guess. Your plant died. Yeah, I think it did. No, it'll come. I'll just water it again. It'll come back. Your extended family. It's like your immediate family is like your parents, your siblings, and your extended family is like cousins, aunts, uncles, like grandparents. Depends on how extended. Some of them I see every other weekend, others it's a few months. I guess it depends. Like some people have cousins who live like really close by, right? And then at that point, it's like I guess you see them quite often. With the current chip shortage, do you want to take any chances with the PC? Is there still a chip shortage? My brother texted me while I was in Japan. He was like, "Oh, that's good. You didn't wait till Black Friday to get your PC because apparently the RAM like doubled in price for some reason. There must be some stuff going on." You're living with your uncle half the week. Oh, right. I guess you see him quite often, yeah. His health is fading. You're the only other relative in the area. Oh, yeah, I remember that. It's very nice of you to care for him. You also help your other aunt and uncle on the other days. Yeah, family can be a lot of work, but that's really cool. You're doing that. If your kidnapper is a manual car, I'm asking if you can teach me to drive it before I die. Yeah, and you're like, oh man, I've always wanted to be able to drive a manual car before, and then steal the car and run. You know, at that point, I'm just gonna run like on foot. Like I don't know, or like stall the car so bad that he cannot use the car. You know, maybe that's the plan. I have no idea. Or maybe just like, yeah, I feel like at that point I'm not escaping in the car. RAM prices have gone up 5 times. RAM prices are so high. Are you building a PC as well? But yeah, apparently RAM is very expensive, so I'm glad I didn't wait till Black Friday because I was like, oh, why am I? I was like, why am I building a PC like right before Black Friday? But honestly, I feel like it's better to just, from what I learned, like when I built a PC like right during COVID, and so it was basically like you do not wait for the sale. You just if you see something, you buy it because it's gonna be gone. A lot of governments and people want to have AI farms, so RAM skyrocketed. Oh, that's the same for everything. That's the GPUs as well, right? RAM is more than double. Okay, I was gonna buy is 120. Now it's 500. That's crazy. Okay, well I'm glad I didn't wait. I bought my PC like 3 weeks ago. PC part pricing has been all over the place. You want to buy a new gaming monitor during back to school sales. And I should have because the Black Friday sale wasn't even good. I know. I heard. Yeah, I heard Black Friday is a bit of a scam. So that's why I didn't wait. Because I was like, is there really a point of waiting? Because like, so, even if there is a discount, it might be sold out. Like, I don't know. So I just didn't bother. Which is, I think, now a good call in hindsight. I thought maybe it was like a terrible call, but I guess not. Um, if it's a Porsche, I'm not loving the trade of learning to drive, then I'll die. But if it's not, but it's, what are you, what? You're not loving the trade of learning to die, and then I'll die. But it's not the worst death. Depends how the kidnapper kills you. I don't know. You're not building a PC right now, but I look sometimes and from other friends. I see. Yeah, it's I was like, I don't think I'm gonna get that good of a deal on Black Friday. You saw some good PCs on USA Best Buy was 1,300 off. Isn't that suspicious? Why is it 1,300 off? And welcome in, Louise. Hope you're doing well today. GPU is cheapest at the moment, but they say it's gonna go up next shipment. Hmm. I thought maybe the GPUs would sell out during Black Friday, which is why I bought my GPU quite early. Um, but yeah, I'm pretty happy with my GPU. It's pretty nice. But I always felt like GPUs were like the key part, right? Like it was like I feel like that's the thing that was always like really expensive or selling out or both. Apparently there's a typo on the discount, but they had to honor it. What? It was supposed to be like $130 off or something, right? That's crazy. I decided not to upgrade a PC because you're not paying 300 euro for 32 gigs of RAM. Fair enough. Fair enough. You should have upgraded when I did. Most of the good deals are sold out. Yeah, I don't want to fight for my life on Black Friday. Like I'm just gonna, I just built it a month ago and it was very chill. Um, yeah, I think it's doing well. Probably wasn't too dusty. Well, like wasn't getting too um disrepair. It shouldn't be disrepair. It's a very new PC. Um, but yeah, I think I might. Um, oh yeah, cause I I do have RAM in my old PC, but it's mine. Um, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I said I was gonna go away in December as well, but I'm not going away in December anymore. So I'll have a lot of time to play on my new PC and maybe stream some games. I haven't decided what game to stream. I guess we could play Resident. I did buy Resident Evil 2 because we finished Resident Evil 4. I could play Resident Evil 2 next week, this week, next week, next weekend, this upcoming weekend. Um, you did buy a Samsung phone, but you returned it because the bloatware on that thing. What do you mean? Like when you look at the storage of the phone, it's like other, like system storage or other, and it's like half the storage. I'm getting a custom gaming PC made. Oh, enjoy, enjoy. I'm sure it's gonna be a great, really fun to play on. Um, Resident Evil 2 would be great to stream. Yes, I heard it's more scary than Resident Evil 4, which, cause like as much as I did love Resident Evil 4, I thought it was very very fun. But I think I would have enjoyed it. I enjoyed the parts that were a little bit scary the most. Cause I was like, I think the game my unsolicited opinion of Resident Evil 4, I think it would be a bit better if it was slightly scarier. And because, like, otherwise, like, if it's not scary, it's just like, it's more. It gets kind of repetitive with the gameplay. Maybe, okay, I was also playing on, like, the easiest difficulty and it had zero strategy. Maybe if you're, like, good at the game, maybe if you're good at the game there's like a lot more depth to the gameplay, but for me I was just like shooting and hoping and praying, right? Like so for me I think it would have been more fun if it was a little more scary as someone with very little skill. So I think maybe I'll enjoy Resident Evil 2 more. You can also play Resident Evil 9 minute releases if you want, if it's not like $200. Like who knows with game prices these days. And I'll have to see like what kind because I don't love all the Resident Evil games personally. Like I've seen a lot of them, um, and some of them I'm not a huge fan. Like I don't really like as much. I know people are like, oh, if you want to scare, you should watch seven. You should play seven, and I don't like seven. Like I think it's really disgusting. Like everything about it was like it's so gross. Like I like horror, but I don't like if it's like really gross. Um, Red Dead Redemption 2. I feel like that'd be really long to stream though. Since you're home for a while, sounds like a great time for Factorio. Yeah, I think I might cop Factorio, as Chicano would say. I know, and apparently Factorio like never really goes on sale, so you won't have like FOMO. Like it might be like it might be like a few dollars off here and there, but it doesn't really go on sale. So the best time to buy Factorio is always now. Resident Evil 2 is more on the survival horror side with heavy focus on zombies. The scariest enemies in Resident Evil 4 was the regenerators, the guys that lie on the floor, those guys. Um, you haven't answered the biggest question about your trip. Did you see a bullet train? No. Unfortunately, the Shinkansen doesn't go through Miyazaki. It's like a big point of contention. Um, it's a big point of contention. It is like, um what am I trying to say? Like the government a long time ago could have petitioned for the sky train. Sorry, that's Vancouver. The Shinkansen to go through Miyazaki, but they didn't, and I feel like that would have been a huge, like that would have changed like the city, you know? But it doesn't go through. Would you enjoy having to carefully manage your ammo in Resident Evil 2? Hmm. I mean, I was told I have to carefully manage my ammo in Resident Evil 4, and I played on the easiest difficulty. And yeah, I did run out of ammo sometimes because I was like wasting so much ammo, and then there were like people were like, you can't waste so much ammo, and I was like, watch me, and then I ran out of ammo, so I was like, you know what, fair enough. Only the even number game. Yeah, true, true. I'm going 2, 4, 6, and 8. What is even Resident Evil 6, by the way? I've like never heard anyone mention the words Resident Evil 6. Is that even a real thing? Or is it just like forgotten? It adds to the scariness. Yeah, I think it's definitely scary when you have limited ways to fight back. Because if you're just like in Resident Evil 4, like it's very action heavy. There's a lot of shooting. I think the more shooting there is, the less scary the game is. Because like you have so much like tools to fight back, right? That's why a lot of a lot of the scariest horror games are, um, a lot of scariest horror games are like ones where you cannot fight back, like Outlast. The first Last of Us is half off on Steam. I literally have 2 copies of The Last of Us already. I will not be buying it a third time because I paid $100 for the remake on PS5, which was honestly worth it because you guys know my history with The Last of Us. I had it on the PlayStation 4, like the remaster, right? And I was like, I really want to play it. I really want to play it. And I tried playing it, and I suck so bad that I could not get through. I got stuck. I got stuck on the first section, where you're trying to find David, and I was like really struggling. I made it through, and then there's another section. You like meet Marlene, and then there's like another section before you're trying to find maybe after David, and like whatever, trying to get to David or after David. No, it's after you kill David. There's another section, and I was like, I cannot get through. Like I cannot get through. I tried for so long, and I was like, I just really bad at the game. So then I bought the remake when it came out, which was $100, which is like, you know, people might say, and I think they might be right, charging $100 for a remake is very expensive. But for me, it was worth it because I wish it was cheaper, but like it was worth it because they added all the accessibility things from The Last of Us 2 into The Last of Us 1, so I finally got to play it. Even though like I'd already seen it at that point, and I'd played The Last of Us 2, but I never actually got to play and experience The Last of Us 1, so I finally got to do that on the remake. So I have played it and seen it many times. I think I watched. Who did I watch play The Last of Us 1? I think I might have watched like PewDiePie. Because I was a big Jacksepticeye fan back then, but I don't think he ever played The Last of Us 1 on his. Maybe he did like long later, but at that time he hadn't. Red Dead Redemption 2 would be a long stream, but you'd probably enjoy it so much. But like for me, it's like if I'm streaming a game like once a week, then like I'm gonna be streaming Red Dead Redemption for like 4 years. Like if I only get like a few hours a week, you know? Water Park Sim is also $10 US. Is Water Park Sim good? I haven't heard of it. I like a good sim game though. We put simulation in the title. I'm there. You also play Dispatch. Dispatch? I don't know what that is. Accessibility as in accommodating your Miju gameplay debuff. Yes. Yes. Um, the way I play, the last. Okay, one, I really like the setting. There's like a setting. It's in God of War as well, and it's in like all the Naughty Dog games. But you click in one of the controller sticks, and it gives you like an arrow pointing where to go. It's meant to be for blind people, but I'm like I'm not blind. Like I mean I have very poor vision, but like I wear my contacts, I can see. I just cannot see where to go. Like I'm just blind of directions. So yeah, I do use that one a lot, which is it's a very cool setting though. We click in the stick and it gives you a audio cue of which way you go, and then if you like proceed in the correct direction, it gives you an audio cue to let you know you went the right way. So like The Last of Us Part 2 and The Last of Us Remake can actually be played like for completely non-sighted people, like literally even if you cannot see at all, you can actually play the game, which is quite cool. Their accessibility is like insane. And welcome in, Anthony. Dispatch is a game made by the same team um, as The Wolf Among Us. I still have not seen The Wolf Among Us. I heard it's very good. I'm a big Telltale fan, but I have not played The Wolf Among Us. We play as a 911 operator for sending out heroes. You play as, so you like it's like a management game. Jacksepticeye voice, critical voice in it. Nice, nice. That's just pretty cool. It's like 0% family friendly though. Yeah, it's a very crude. That might not work out for me. I don't even like that like off stream. I don't know if I would like a comedy game. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of like comedy movies or comedy stuff, you know? Cause like I feel like it's very hit or miss, you know? Sometimes it's like it's very cringe. But yeah, I think Resident Evil 2 will be fun to stream. I still really want to play Solid Snake. That's not what it's called. Snake, Metal Gear Solid, Snake Eater, whatever. The triangle one, the Delta one. I keep getting Metal Gear, yeah, I was like Snake. I was close, one word. And then yeah, I keep getting emails that it's on sale, and it's like what am I gonna say? Metal Gear Solid on sale, Steam sale right now, and it's $95 now. I'm like, wow, what a great sale! It's $95 on sale. Thank you. So yeah, I have not bought it. I will buy it when it's $50 or less. Okay, it's a ridiculous price. And welcome in, Maestro. How's Japan? It was great. It was great. Time for your return to the gym. Yeah, I don't think my abs are there currently. I'll have to get back on that. Snake Gnomer. Yeah. Why is it called Snake Eater? Is someone like trying to? Is there like a big monster that's trying to eat Solid Snake? Is that actually? My first question is that actually his name? Are people like, hey, what's up, Solid Snake, Mr. Snake? Like, is that actually his name? You pray for a big star. You need to watch Miju deal with peak Kojima. What does that mean? What does that mean? But it's $94.99, so it's cheaper than $95. That's so true. That's so true. Welcome in, Waffles. Peak song playing. What is it? Oh yeah, of course. There's a survival element to the game. You can eat snakes for stamina. Oh, so his name is Snake, but he eats snakes as well? Is that why he's called Snake? Why does he eat snakes? I mean, you can eat snakes in Resident Evil as well. That's that's very weirdly common in games. Is the snake eating in Resident Evil a reference to Metal Gear Solid? Possibly. I don't know what came first, you know? Also, I think I moved my camera. I feel like low to the screen, you know? Low from the screen. But yeah, I think that would be fun as well. So I'm just gonna keep calling it Solid Snake because that's the only thing that will come out of my mouth. I think that would be fun. What else? I really want to play Inzoi, but then like they keep doing like weird AI things. Like they use. I mean, they've been using AI from the start, but they like now it's like a lot, you know. And they like sold a DLC when the game is not out yet, and I'm like, don't really agree with these business practices. And then they didn't include. They were like, oh, I'm sorry, oh, silly us. There was a bug in the game where you could not be gay. Like, you could only be straight in the game. Like, sorry, that was a bug. And then they're like, okay, we fixed the bug. But then, like, once you go into the game, every sim is straight. Or not every sim, the Inzoi, sorry, Zoe, whatever they're called. And they're like, oh, sorry, we forgot to include gay NPCs. Sorry. Which is it was not it was not by accident. Like it was literally not by accident. I feel like it would be harder to restrict what gender you can marry or like date or whatever than it would be to just like have no restriction, you know? I don't know how they coded it, but like surely um it's it must have been on purpose. Especially it's like a Korean company, right? Which is I think is a really really bad move from if you want to be like the next Sims, you've got to be you've got to be LGBT friendly. Like that's like a huge. I think it's like I think they did like a survey of Sims players and it's like 30-40% or something of Sims players identify with LGBT. It's like you cannot be the next Sims and be homophobic. A lot of folks have been playing Where Winds Meet as well. Is that a game like Stardew Valley? Is that I honestly I have beef with like games like Stardew Valley because like every time I play a game where it's like oh it's like if you like Stardew Valley you'll like this. It's never as good as Stardew Valley. I've tried many of them, and I play them and then I'm like Stardew Valley's just better. I'm sorry. I feel like it's but like I guess it's fair because like a lot of these games have just come out and Stardew Valley has had years and years and years of updates. He's named Snake because it's the name of a character from a movie Kojima likes. There's no real justification for him. It's like his code name. Fair enough. You know, sometimes people are just called things for a reason, no reason. It's like when people ask, "What does Miju mean?" It doesn't mean anything. What's your most favorite Twice song? That's a hard question. Um, I think I think I like the Feels. The Feels is a good one, but I like Feel Special as well because Feel Special is I feel like it's the only Twice song that is like quite meaningful. No, but not every no like no. I'm not saying like the song other songs are bad because they're not meaningful. I think fun songs are fun, and that's fine. But Feel Special is quite meaningful, which I think is very sweet. Kind of think of your hair grew. That's what hair does. I think I might get a haircut this month because like I feel like you shouldn't just let your hair just grow. You know, you should probably like get it like cut and shaped like hair. So I might do that, but I'll see if I can get an appointment. I also feel like my hair is like lighter right now. Maybe it just like was in the sun a lot more. Where Winds Meet is a weird Chinese action RPG game with AI stuff in it, so not Stardew Valley. What's with all this AI? Um, an action RPG game. Is it like a Souls like? Because I know there's a lot right recently. There's a lot of Souls likes like vaguely Asian Souls likes. Because I know there was that one with the female protagonist. um, there was one with the female protagonist, and there was a lot of controversy about that. I remember that one. Okay, I don't think that is that one though. I think it's a different one. There are games like Hollow Knight, yet Hollow Knight is always gonna feel better. I think that happens when you played the peak of the genre. Yeah, I think it's tough, right? Like, 'cause it's like there's a lot of, I mean, there's a lot of great Metroidvanias, but if a game tries to be like Hollow Knight, like if you try to make a Metroidvania and you like make it completely unique from Hollow Knight, then I think people who played Hollow Knight can still enjoy it, right? Um, but if it's too similar, and like I understand it's very similar because it's like there's a reason Metroidvanias are called Metroidvanias, right? Like they're all based off another game, even Hollow Knight. But like, um, yeah, I think some games just have really perfected it. Let it grow a little more. Yeah, I think I'm gonna let it grow, but I think it's like you gotta trim it. You gotta. I need to cut my the bangs part, you know. So I'll do that. You wanna let your hair grow, but everyone else telling me to cut it again. Like cut it short. How long is your hair now? Big tech spent trillions on AI, so they had to find a use for it, so the economy doesn't collapse. Right, okay. A lot of AI. I don't like AI in game. I don't like AI in anything, but like in games or like in art, it's like I think Inzoi has a lot of AI assets and stuff, and it's like you know you could just like pay people to make those assets, but that's fine. That's fine. Whatever. So yeah, I don't know if I As much as I was really, really interested in Inzoi. Oh, wait, sorry, my YouTube playlist broke and I was playing some random. Okay, help. I broke my playlist. Hold on, let me just open it again. It like for some reason, if you don't have the repeat on, but you have shuffle on. Oh, okay. The UI changed, so the repeat or shuffle was not on. Yeah, if you don't have repeat on, if it gets to the end, even if you have a shuffle on, if it gets to the end of the playlist, it's even it's shuffling, and that's technically not the end of the playlist because it would just shuffle. It like it just like it's like, oh, it's over, and it starts playing something else. It's now past your shoulders, and they keep telling me to get a bob. Like, who's they? You should have your hair length, whatever you want. Try Wonder Boy, aka Monster World. What? Those are Metroidvania before Metroidvania was a thing. That sounds so old then. I can't play old games, man. You guys know me. It's not that I think old games are bad. It's like I cannot I cannot survive without modern quality of life, you know? Like I will not be able to finish the game. Um there's been AI going on in the anime community. Amazon just released this week and it was god awful. The VAs were pissed when they all heard Amazon was doing that. Oh, it's an anime with with AI voices. That sounds terrible. This is terrible. They've been remade with pretty cel shaded art and music. Oh, they've been remade. Then that's possible. I've never played a Metroidvania though. I wouldn't say I'm a Metroidvania fan. I've not. I own Hollow Knight. I think I own Hollow Knight maybe more than once. Um, but what am I trying to say? But I'm too bad at platforming to even get through the first part of Hollow Knight. Like I've beat False Knight, and I love the boss fights. Don't get me wrong, I love the boss fight so much. But like, and I love the little knight. He is so cute. But like, I cannot get through even the simplest of platforming obstacles. Okay, so that is why I don't think I can beat Hollow Knight, and Silk Song is even harder, so it's not gonna work out for me. Amazon used AI to do the Spanish dubbing of this one anime series. Ew, that's terrible. It ruins other future voice actors' opportunities. I mean, it's not even that. Like, I mean, it's also that. Obviously, yeah, it's taking jobs away from voice actors, but it just sounds bad. Like, I don't think AI voices are quite. I mean, a real voice is always gonna sound better. I don't think you cannot replace. I mean, I don't think AI is at the point where it can replace art. You know what I mean? Maybe one day it will be, but right now, no. Um, you'll share links in the Discord of the game. Okay, okay. Yeah, I've not played a Metroidvania because I'm not a platforming guy. Like I can play Mario Odyssey because there's not a lot of like where a lot of places. Like I don't like ones where like there's like a hole and then you'll fall in. Because like if there is a gap between platforms and there is a place to fall in, I will fall in. Like even if it's a small gap, I'm like, how far do I jump? And then like I won't make it. So that's just me. I loved Mario Odyssey, and then I could not play. You guys saw me play Mario 3D World. Mario 3D World was a disaster. I fell like every like 30 to 40 seconds. I fell in like legitimately. They call out to apparently. I'm like I see a cliff and I could not help but jump off. Um, all the games you 100% on Steam are Metroidvania. Damn. You're a Metroidvania enjoyer. Well, I'm not surprised. There's a lot of games where I'm like, I can appreciate the artistry behind them. I'm like, I love Hades. Like, I love Hades. But would I be able to finish the game without turning on the God mode setting? No, I would not. And at that point, I just watch the game, you know? Um, only one of my headphones is in the case, but I don't know where the other one is. Okay, it doesn't matter. And welcome in Bebe, and welcome in Reem. Hope you had a nice trip. Thank you, thank you. I just realized I have like a highlight thingy on the chat, and it's like almost the same color as your name. And I was like, what does that say? um, maybe I should change that. I feel like Twitch colors change all the time. I cannot be bothered with keeping up with that. But yeah, I don't think platforming games is ever gonna work out for me. Like the barrier to entry for me is just very is too high. You know, maybe one day I'll be better at it, but it's rough. That's why I'm like, that's why I don't believe in like the, when people like are like, oh, like Souls games don't have difficulty settings because they want everyone to have the same experience, and I'm like, that is literally not how it works. Like I don't know who thinks that. Like literally, because like if I don't know if Distortion 2 plays Elden Ring for the first time, and let's say we're both fighting Margit, and I fight Margit, we're not gonna have the same experience. Like, we're literally not gonna have the same experience. I don't really get it. Especially with a game like Elden Ring, because, like, it's like you could have. If you're meant to adjust the game's difficulty by like grinding for levels, and it's like, why not just have a difficulty setting? Like I want to be like, oh, I'm bad at the game, so I have to grind for levels. Like that's silly. I'm planning to do university in Korea. Ooh, you're gonna apply in March. I hope that goes well. Um, in where in Korea? You don't have to say what university, but where in Korea, or just anywhere. But yeah, I hope you get in. I don't know what it's like for in Daejeon. I don't know where that is. Maybe I shouldn't have asked. Daejeon. And it's stat thingy for the 59 months. Welcome in. I still have not fixed I need to add the gifts onto my alerts. Because when I changed PCs, I didn't realize the gifts were like stored locally on the computer. That's where they are. It's a small university, but this one actor from Squid Game went there too. Ooh, that's cool. You can go to the same university as the Squid Game guy. That's cool. I'm sure it'll be a great time. Is university in Korea really hard? Because, like, in Japan, university is not that hard. Because, like, you study really, really hard from, like, elementary school to high school, middle school, whatever. And then, maybe not elementary school, but, like, yeah, you study really hard as a kid. And then once you get into university, it's, like, chill. Because, like, in Japan, it's, like, very strange. Unless you're going into, like, a very specialized course, it does not really matter what you study. Like, it literally does not matter what you study. It matters what school you got into, which is like kind of weird. I don't like that, but that's just how it is. Cause like a lot of people will just be studying things that are like so unrelated. No alert. Why did I even resub? You're scammed. You're a Monster Hunter fan at Unhealthy Point, and Breath of the Wild is your favorite game. I mean, you can like more than one thing. And welcome in, Harris. How was my trip? It was great, thank you. Didn't know when I became a Metroidvania enjoyer. It's probably a little game called Hollow Knight, no? Yeah, I think, yeah, there's a lot of games that I'm like, I respect this game, but do I want to play it? No. Will I have will I have a fun time playing it? I know I won't. So I'll just like watch someone else play it, or I'll just like appreciate it from a distance, you know? No, I think that's fine. There's a lot of games like that. But I don't know if I have any like upcoming games that I'm like excited for. I can't even think of anything. I don't know. How's the weather? Well, it's sunny, as you can tell. I think it's quite cold out. I looked outside this morning and there was frost on all the roofs of the buildings. So I was like, it must be pretty cold in the morning. I'm trying to think of games. Will you check out the Game Awards? Probably not. What's up for Game of the Year? Is it Expedition? Expedition came out this year, right? So it's probably Expedition. Um, is it today? When are the Game Awards? Yeah, I clearly have not been in the loop. I didn't vote. I should have voted. I just hope Genshin wins something so we get primos. That's my only thought. I don't put any value into the Game Awards. It's cool when like a good game wins, but at the same time, I'm like not that. Not that bothered. Sometimes the games they pick for the categories is like very strange. Or like there's categories that are like really similar. It's like best action game, best this game. It's like the same games over and over. Or there's some categories where I'm like, they clearly didn't have enough games to put in there. You know what I mean? Sometimes there's a category where it's like sports games or something. It's like there's like not enough games to put in there. Um, Expedition 33 or Death Stranding is your guess for game of the year. Okay, okay. Yeah, I think Expedition 33 is very cool. I think that's another game where it's like I don't think I'll be able to like for me versus RPGs. It's like it can be a tough time. Especially Expedition, I don't think has multiplayer. If I have to do all that myself, like no, it's not happening. But the acting is cool and the story is cool. You voted for the Game Awards. Genshin was a no category. No, our primos. Winner for best family game, The Last of Us. I mean, it is about family. Last of Us is about family, so it works. When the Elden Ring DLC got nominated for Game of the Year, I feel like they jumped the shark. That was so stupid. I think DLC being in the Game of the Year is so stupid. You voted for Hades 2 for a bunch of categories because I know so many people that love Hades 2. Game Awards of December 11th. Oh, I can still vote. I can still vote. I'm not gonna know like half the games. You want Silk Song too? Oh, Silk Song is nominated. Oh, it's gonna be a tough category. I don't think Death Stranding 2 is gonna win. If there's Silk Song as well. Silk Song has like such a die-hard fan base, so I feel like Silk Song might win. Cause like it's fan voted, right? So I think, I mean, Silk Song is like the fans are crazy. No offense. You haven't played Expedition 33. I'm sure it deserves it. Yeah, yeah. I've seen part of it. I haven't finished it. But I know Charlie Cox is in it and Jennifer English is in it. The actors are very, very good. And it was like I barely watched any of it and it already made me cry. It's really good. I just don't care about award shows at all. Yeah, I don't really care either. But I guess it's cool to see who wins the game of the year. Whether it's like I don't put any value as in like oh like that must be the best game that came out this year. But it's interesting. Like if for example they put like Elden Ring DLC on there, it's like really. And Wilds to win Best Action RPG, but considering the bad reputation it got because of the optimization, I'm doubting it will. Yeah, yeah. I really like. I think people are just sick of games releasing in like a very unfinished state, you know? Because that happens. That happens a lot. When I was on the plane, to Miyazaki, the girl next to me was playing Legend CA, and I was like looking over. I was like, "Does it look good?" I was like, but I didn't want to like look at it. I didn't want to like stare at a screen and like be peeking over her shoulder because I was like right next to her. But I was like looking over a little bit, and it looks like I was. It looked okay. It looked like about the same as I saw. I didn't see any like the game didn't crash or anything as far as I could tell. She did have a Switch too. English feels so uncomfortable to wear now. You took a long vacation. Honestly, a little bit for me too. My brain is still in Japanese a bit. And Wakaman Red is their best early access DLC category. True, true. It's not as bad as Scarlet Violet, but it's still low effort. Yeah, it doesn't look great. It didn't look great. The unfinished game thing is simply a problem of modern era. They do because they can. It's not that we have no choice but to deal with it. Yeah, because people keep buying it. Or maybe microtransaction value and ecosystem. That's a good point. Yeah, best microtransactions. Honestly, I feel like you can't beat gacha games on that one. Like, I've never bought anything in a game until I played Genshin. Like, legitimately. Like, I bought one when I played Pokemon Go when it came out, I bought one lure. I remember this. I paid like $1 and I bought one lure and I regretted it. I was like, oh, I shouldn't have done that. And that's the only time I spent money. Um, and and then yeah, I played Genshin and now I don't even know how much I spent on Genshin. It's probably like $500. I don't know. I think the battle passes and the welkins add up, you know. But I like that's not that bad compared. I mean, that's a bit cope, but it's not like that bad compared to other. Also, the shuffle turned off again. What's the problem with this? What's the problem with YouTube? Gotchas and microtransactions are like made for each other. I mean, yeah, it's just gambling. Best whale exploitation. True, true. You haven't played WoD for weeks now, thanks to Genshin. You hate that? Oh no. I mean, it's good to have a little break. But there's a lot going on in Genshin. Best dark patterns design. What is that? Do I want to know what that is? Um, but yeah, we'll definitely start. We'll definitely continue playing games on the weekend because I think that's quite fun. I was having a nice time with it. I was like, you know what? Gaming streams are fun too. That's what I've discovered. I'm like, wow, people play games on Twitch. No wonder they do. It's quite fun. I don't know what else we can play though. Maybe a Souls like. I think it would be fun to stream another Souls like. Um, and then, cause like you know, I played a Souls like for the very first time on stream, right? And I played Dark Souls 3, and I fought Udex Gundyr for like 3 hours, right? And then I finally beat him, and I was like, I'm never playing this game again. Like that was torture. I mean, it was fun, but like it was also torture, you know. So then, but I think it'd be fun to see how far I've grown, you know, because I have beat Elden Ring now, so like I'm kind of a god gamer. Dark patterns is how you subconsciously lead players to monetization and stuff. Oh, I know Genshin. Genshin hires like psychologists. Like there's literally Genshin has psychologists on their payroll to like try and get as much money out of people as possible. It's really messed up. Dark patterns, also known as deceptive design patterns, are user interface designs that carefully crafted to trick or manipulate users into taking actions they didn't intend. Oh, yeah, that's rough. And welcome in, Kalani. Thank you, thank you. I hope you are well. Yeah, what did everyone do the last 2 weeks? Did everyone have a good time or what? Anything exciting? Um, sorry, I could ask this on Wednesday. No worries. But do you know any way to beat the big crab without lunar reactions? The crab, the melting shot works great for the hair, but what about that one? You can just it's gonna be a long. It's very hard to describe this. I will send you a video. I'll send you a video. You can do it with just normal bloom, but it's very annoying. It's like very precise. So it depends what characters you have. You can do it with bloom, hyper bloom, if you have that. You were sick, like bedridden last weekend. I'm sorry. I hope you feel better now. You were in Athens on Wednesday. Oh, I hope you have fun. I hope you see lots of chariot. You're in another city last weekend for your cousin's graduation. Oh, very, very busy, very busy. I hope it was good. Your group's secured a bachelor's project for the spring. We're making a front end for the chain of the chain of weave shops back at nice, nice. You gotta make sure it's very sturdy because the weaves might come in droves. 4-day weekend going too fast. Oh, is it Thanksgiving weekend? It's already Sunday, man. I didn't realize it was Thanksgiving weekend. I hope it's been a good one for Americans and things are not too crazy. Okay, wait. When there's 4-day Thanksgiving, is it like when do you celebrate it? Cause I think here people do like Thanksgiving Monday, Thanksgiving Sunday, maybe Monday. I don't know. Um, what are you doing? What are you doing, Ricky? Just type another letter. Just type another letter. Hands is alphabetically before hey. Wedding next week for your buddy. You gotta hit the dance floor. Everyone has so many events. Oh my gosh. I hope you have fun. Show off your wedding dress. Your wedding dress. Very, very. Everyone's very busy. I mean, I guess I was traveling. I was busy. Um, I honestly the way the flight back was like really chill. I like it went by really fast because I only had a 2 hour. I had a less than 2 hour layover in Narita Airport, and I was like, oh, is it gonna be a rush? But it wasn't. It was like I was at the gate like 40 minutes early. I was like, oh, this is chill, and I was just chilling there. And then so the entire travel time was like less than 15 hours, which is not bad. Not because on the way there we had to stay overnight, and it's like very long, you know. And the flight to Japan is over 10 hours, and the flight home is like 8 hours. So it's just a lot faster, which is really really nice. And I watched on the way there. I watched House of Tenenbaums because Zirconian will bring it up if I don't finally watch it. I finally watched it. And then I also watched Sinners, which I've been saying I was gonna watch for like months. I was like, guys, I'm gonna watch Sinners soon, and I never did. But I finally watched Sinners. And okay, take care, hero. Have a great Sunday as well. And on the way home, I watched Adolescence, cause I know it was like very popular like months ago. I'm very late to the party. I finally watched it. It was cool. And then I finished watching it on the way home, and then oh no, and then I also watched Physical 100 Asia, but I didn't finish it on the way there, but I was watching it like while I was at my aunt and uncle's house, like when we're just like chilling. I watched all of it, and it was great. I actually, as much as I love the contestants from the earlier seasons, I think the team format is just so much better. Like I don't know, cause like it feels like I like the countries being up against each other. Like I just thought the format was so much better. Um, and why is Australia? That's what I thought. I was like, 'cause it was like Asia, right? And I was like, why is Australia? But apparently Australia, because their continent is so small. Like their continent is just like Australia and New Zealand, right? They do often join Asia in like sports tournament, like not tournaments, but like in sports organizations because like otherwise they have no one to compete with, right? So they join. They're not Asian, but like they join Asia, um, with like soccer and stuff like that. That's why, apparently. Because I was confused too. I was like, is Australia in Asia? No. And apparently, I think a lot of countries are like, are they in Asia or are they not? It's like very vague. Because some people are saying like, is Turkey in Asia? But yeah, it's like a whole thing. But yeah, they were there, and Australia is very very strong. Um, Australian football team competes in Asia. Yeah, see, as what they do. I guess because like yeah, they would have no one else to compete with. Your island brother, Forrest Whitaker. Whitaker is crazy, man. That guy is built different. He's very, very cool. And Eddie. Oh my god, I loved Eddie. He's like a strong man. He's insane. Um, Physical 100, Oceania would never happen. That's very, yeah. Yeah, exactly. Like 95% of Turkey is in Asia. Why did they make the border like that though? Like, why is like, they're like, oh, like part of Russia, or most of Russia is in Asia. But it's like, why have part of the country? I guess that makes sense. I guess that makes sense in some regard, cause like there are parts of Russia, right, where like they have like Asian heritage basically, um, and like it's a very big country, so like some parts are very different than the other parts, right? So it's like I guess that's why. Um, Oceania non-islanders aren't winning. It's genetics. I see. I see. But yeah, Australia was very very strong. But I think some of the country. I think next time they do it, maybe they'll have better contestants. No offense to the contestants there. Some teams were very very strong. Like Korea was insanely strong. Australia was insanely strong. Um, but some countries were like really strange apparently because like they weren't that well known. Like Physical 100 wasn't that well known in some of the other countries like Indonesia, Malaysia, stuff like that. Like they weren't as known, so they had trouble finding top athletes, right? So they basically like they would find like one person, and apparently they were scouting for contestants through Instagram DMs, which is already a very questionable way to do it. But a lot of times they would find one person, um, and then that person would just like find the team, right? Like they would just use that person's connections to find the team. Um, so yeah, it was what am I trying to say? Yeah, so like all of the some of the teams were like very questionable. Like Indonesia, I think, in particular, had mostly like celebrities, like actors, influencers, stuff like that. And I'm like, none of these people are athletes. I remember one team had a jujitsu purple belt. I was like, bro, you're like, what is this? Like, there's Olympic gold medalists on some of the teams, and then they have a jujitsu purple belt actor. I'm like, I'm sorry, that's not really gonna work out for you. Um, Forrest Whitaker's. I thought Kalani it was just like a nickname for that guy, but I guess not. Because I was like, I'm pretty sure his name was Rob. I was like, I don't. His name was not Forrest. Um, how mad do you think Pacquiao was as a gay guy in Thailand? That's probably why he left. No, I'm kidding. I think I was like, firstly, like I get that they wanted to have a big name and Pacquiao was like a huge name, right? But like he literally left after the second. No spoilers. He left after the second challenge. Like they were like eliminated. He just left. I was like, why commit to the show if you're not gonna commit to the show? He had to go home and like uh, be in the parliament and spread homophobia in the parliament. Or maybe he had to like prepare for like a fight because he's still an active boxer. We've learned that Turkey is an Asian country, but I've seen lots of maps and stuff concerning a European country. Yeah, it just, who knows? Yeah, the song brought back "Oh Childish Your Goat." Yes, yes. Turkey's played a big part in European history. They're also kind of European. Yeah, because they're like not like they don't like look Asian, right? Like they look more European than they look Asian. Um, but Turkey was very, very strong as well. I like Turkey. That female wrestler from Turkey was like, I was like, is that fair? Like, like I feel like if we're going by like weight class, and we're like, okay, the women on the other team are like smaller, right? But she's huge. Oh my gosh, she was like insanely strong. She can like during the first death match, like she was like knocking down two guys, three guys. You're following Jung and Cheryl on Instagram, and it looks like she made friends with the Mongolian team. Yeah, yeah. There's a lot of interactions on social media and stuff. She's very cool. If you tag her or something, she will like it. I think she like checks all her mentions. Cause like I remember I like reposted her Instagram story or something multiple times, and she's liked it multiple times. Um, his nickname is the Reaper. I see. Yeah, that guy was he's like a legend, right? Like he's really really good fighter. A lot like I think in physical 100, a lot of the people with like combat experience or people in combat sports have a huge advantage. I'm very anti bodybuilder as well in physical 100. Like some bodybuilders are like, some bodybuilders are they're good, but a lot of bodybuilders are like actually quite weak. I'm like, come on. Which I guess it makes sense because like they build muscles for looks rather than for they're not like they're not like using those muscles, right? You know what I mean? It's not like they're like a athlete. He's Maori and Samoan. Ooh, I see, I see. Gio's boyfriend is so handsome. He is, yeah. I don't know if they're still dating. I could be spreading lies. I don't know if they're still dating, but they were at some point. Apparently Eddie from Australia and I cannot, I don't know how to say their names. Became besties during filming. Yeah, I saw that. It's so cute. He's a UFC legend. Yes, yes. Yeah, some of, especially, oh my god, the Thai names. Thai names are so long. I'm like, I cannot. I'm like, I also they say it every time in Korean, right? So I'm like, obviously it's been like Koreanized. So it's like, I don't actually know how they pronounce their names. Um, Miji can be a bodybuilder too with that. I want to be a bodybuilder, man. I want to be a, I want to be, what's the best sport on? I mean, I don't really want to be a CrossFitter. If I had to pick one, I want to be a wrestler. Is there a weight class for me? I want to be a wrestler. Cause my favorite sport after watching Physical 100, my favorite athletes are the wrestlers. Love them. Although in reality, I think the only I think the only one I could be is like Udum. You guys remember Udum from season one? Like that, I think that would be me. If I could achieve any of their bodies, it would be that one. I assume you're in the lowest weight class. What is the lowest? Is that does it go low enough? I don't think it does. We should do that and do some promos. Go to WWE. I'm not gonna go to WWE. They do the worst on Physical 100. Golfer. But that's true. It could be a golfer. Golf is very, very big in Miyazaki. They were having a golf tournament while I was there. They had some baseball tournament and then they also had a golf tournament. And I think it was still going on. 50 kilograms is the lowest weight class. I gotta bulk up a little. Oh yeah, but the Japanese wrestler was crazy. Nanoka or Nonoka? Forgot her name. I cannot remember anyone. There's a lot of people. Okay, there's a lot of people there. Yeah, but the Japanese wrestler was crazy. She was so talented. And she always looked like she was very worried and concerned, which is like very, which was very fun every time. Every time they showed her reaction, she was like, I was like, you okay? Um, check out Speed's new video. I've never once checked out I Show Speed's video. I train in WWE and the physicality ain't fake. Yeah, we're all gonna watch. Yeah, that's me. I Show Speed demographic. No, but you've watched Physical 100 as well, Kalani. The W, like they might be strong compared to the average person, but compared to like Olympic athletes, like I feel like it's so different. Um, that's what I've learned as someone who as is not anywhere near as strong as the weakest person on Physical 100. Um, that's what it seems like. Um, you don't watch any of it. I'm more so watch for the Randy portion. I see, I see. You were just there for the WWE. I don't know how to fit in all my. I should speed watching in between all the Kai Sinastri. What about who's the other guy? What are all like the those guys? Like there's like Kai Sinat. There's I Show Speed, and then there's that one guy. Cannot remember his name. I don't even know. Miju will one day meet Japanese wrestlers in WWE. No, I want to meet the Olympic wrestlers. I am anti WWE. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to our friend Adam Cole. I'm now only Olympic wrestling and traditional wrestling, like other types of traditional wrestling that are not WWE. Um, Now I have no respect for WWE and no respect for bodybuilders. Because if you watch Physical 100, you see, you put the WWE wrestler against an Olympic wrestler, they are losing every time, even if they're like half their size. Maybe not half the size, but like, you know what I mean? They could be one weight class below, still winning. You do Pilates? What does that have to do with anything? Pilates is not a sport. Speaking of watching, did you start Stranger Things? Yes. I watched the first two episodes so far, and I'm gonna watch more today. I'm mixed. I don't have opinions yet. I'm gonna finish the first volume, see what happens. That counts as part of bodybuilding. I don't think it does. Isn't bodybuilding like specifically heavy weights? I don't really think that's correct. Aswan Gold. Is he really part of those guys? He's like a different thing. You know what I mean? He's like a different thing. These are his fake wrestling. Yeah, fake wrestling. I only care about Olympic wrestling. But yeah, I think just like the people in WWE may be very strong, but the level of athleticism from like professional athletes, like Olympic athletes, is like very different, right? Like they're like, if you're an Olympic athlete, you like live and breathe the sport. Like they are training like every day, hours and hours, right? Um, Pilates is cheating. I'm sorry. I just watched the recaps of all the seasons. I remember well. I watch Stranger Things videos often. Um, and I'm waiting for. I am. Well, I watch a lot of Byler videos. I watch a lot of Byler theory videos. Or like, this is why Byler will happen. I'm like, I watch all of those. I'm invested. If it doesn't happen, I'll be like eating my words. But I believe in it. Although I think Mike and 11 are cute too. That's what I liked a lot about season one. I thought they were so cute. um, you would like your thoughts when you finish? Of course, of course. Aren't WWE guys basically just bodybuilders anyway? I don't know. I don't know what kind of training they do. Um, this is debate between Master and Miju that Pilates is part of bodybuilding. I don't think bodybuilders would agree with that statement. Like, because I feel like bodybuilding is inherently like lifting heavy, right? And I think Pilates is very much like for people who don't want to get, like, for people who are not trying to get big, right? And the whole point of bodybuilding is to get big. The wrestling ain't fake, the acting is. I mean, yeah, but it's like choreographed, right? They still need the strength to do all those things, obviously. Like, I'm not saying they're not strong. Like, they're like lifting each other up. Like, obviously, like that's a lot of weight. They're very strong. But in terms of like if they were to get in a real wrestling match, right? Like they wouldn't win against an Olympic wrestler because like they're like, I think like in wrestling, like or in like the for example like the physical 100 death matches, you're fighting against someone who's like resisting, right? Um, while in wrestling, they wouldn't necessarily be resisting unless they're like pretending to resist. I think it's just like it's like a very they don't have the same skill set, right? I even watch Stranger Things. That's the reason why I wanted to recap on YouTube, so I could start season 5. That is so unhinged, Metro. Just watch other seasons. Why would you want to watch season 5 of a show you haven't watched? In my opinion, season 1 is the best season. At least watch season 1, even if you've already spoiled it for yourself at this point. Season 1 is a masterpiece. It is a very very well crafted season. Um, so I'd at least recommend watching that. Yeah, it's so good. Season 1 is so good. Like the other seasons I'm watching because I love the characters after watching season 1, right? Like season 2 is okay. Season 2 is okay. Season 3 is less okay. Season 4 is quite good, but a lot of it is fan service. There's a lot of fan service, and which is I'm on board with because I love the characters. Um, and season 5 is I don't know. We'll see. um, the one thing I did notice was in season 5 I mean so far there's been a lot of CGI. And Stranger Things was very known, like especially season 1, they did like everything practical effects, and it was so good. It looked so good. And now I'm like, oh, it doesn't look that great. And I'm like, why doesn't it look that great? Because like they must have spent like $500 million on this season, right? Stranger Things budget is crazy. Um, but I guess they didn't spend it on the green screen because it didn't look good. Maybe that budget literally just goes to the kids because they're so famous now. Um, at this point, we gotta know how it ends. Oh, no, exactly, exactly. We gotta know how. I gotta watch at this point. You did hear season 4 was terrible? I think it's mixed. Like some people think it's like the best season, and some people don't like it. I thought it was good. Like I think season 4 was very much like back to form. It was like very much like back to like the mystery aspect, and I think that's the strongest aspect of Stranger Things, the mystery. Because like season 2, season 3, there wasn't much mystery, and I think season 4 goes back to that mystery. I think it's cool. And I think the performance from Sadie Sink was like carried the season. Like she carried that season on her back. Um, so yeah, I would highly recommend. I don't know I don't know the mindset of someone who's like, I want to watch season 5 of this show and then watch the recap. Um, but I would highly recommend at least watching season 1. Because season 1 is very good. It's a very good it's a very good um season of television. You don't even remember what happened in season 2? No one does. It's fine. It doesn't matter. And welcome in, Yume. Hope you had fun. Thank you, thank you. You did read that Nancy's actor and Jonathan's actor married each other. They met on Stranger Things. Really? Did they actually get married? Then why does she have more chemistry with Steve? I'm sorry. Um, and welcome in, Minch. Hope you're doing well today. I didn't know that. I know Millie Bobby Brown is married. I heard about that. And it's crazy. Like I think a lot of people, because she didn't have like a lot of lines. Because she didn't have a lot of lines in season 1, people kind of don't talk about Millie Bobby Brown's performance in season 1, but she was actually very good. Like it's crazy how the child actors were actually quite like, obviously they got better as they got older, but like they weren't bad. They weren't bad. And especially Millie Bobby Brown did a great job in season 1. Cuz she had to convey so much without speaking, right? And she had to pretend to be someone who doesn't know how to speak, which it's very hard. Um like and not only that, it was her first time doing an American accent as well, and she did better than a lot of other people do. Didn't their stunt doubles date too? Really? That's crazy. um, and thanks for the 47 months. She was a kid. She should have talked. She didn't know how to talk. She didn't know words yet. She was working on it. But yeah, I think season 4 really showed that Sadie Sink is like a cut above the other. Like the other actors aren't bad. Like they're really not bad. But like it's really not bad. But um, Sadie Sink is just, she's so good. I love a good performance. I love a good acting performance. Ratzi skipped through every non-dialogue or action moment. True, true. Um, you skipped about 10 minutes of showtime over 4 episodes. Oh my! You guys are gonna like first Maestro just not watching seasons 1 through 4, and then watching season 5, and then now Ratzi skip. I mean, at this point, I feel like Ratzi maybe didn't watch season 1 to 4. Like he just skipped through it. Watched it in 2 times speed. And I think, who was it? Was it someone said they watch like um they watch shows at like a different speed or something. They like watch shows at 2 times speed. Who was that? Who was that? I can't remember. I got something in my eye. It's, it, I don't, I'm upset about this. You know what? I'm gonna BRB anyway. Um, watch what again? Watch what again? I can't. Even, I don't know. Oh, watch. Someone watches some TV show at 2 times speed or something like that. Cause like I was like, that's the. But the point, like, they crafted this pacing. They crafted this pacing specifically for the show. You know, you can't just 2 times speed it. Didn't Ratzi who asked what's Nina? No, it wasn't Nina. It was Dina. Ratzi was like, "Who's Dina?" Like the other main character of the show. Like Dina is with Ellie like the whole time. I'm like, how do you not know Dina? um, don't call me out. Is it you who watches in 2 times? Or no, I'm just saying like, I did already call you out about the season 5. Like, why do you want to watch season 5? Is it just because it's popular? Like, people are talking about it? I don't even know. Um, yeah, we cannot. If Ratzi ever gives, if Ratzi ever gives their opinion on a show, do not trust it. Do not trust it. They did not sit down and pay attention for the whole show. Okay, I'm gonna BRB because I got something in my eye and I'm also gonna go to the bathroom. I'm gonna take this chance. Okay, enjoy. It's been a long time since you last heard the Malomart, so enjoy it, BRB. Okay, I'm back. um, I had to go back multiple times because what I skipped to is not what I was expecting. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. You do your own thing. I don't know what it's like. um, why do I care about Robin's relationship that was never once mentioned over 4 seasons? Ratzi, you know it was probably mentioned before and you just skipped it. Okay. You remember me? Wait, I think I remember you. That's crazy. Made you finally got extra on the play. Yeah, I did update the playlist with my I did update my playlist with the karaoke stream songs. There's some XG in here. Okay, it's only left right. Oh no, I also put howling. I do like howling as well. I updated this playlist. I'll update it again at some point. The playlist does not get updated very often. We're always listening to the same stuff over and over. I think I gotta update the singing redemption as well, because I can add some of the songs that I learned on there. No woke up. No, I just didn't think it was the right vibe. Took you 2 years. It did. I do like some of their songs, but some of them I don't really mind. Or I'm sorry, some of them I'm pretty indifferent towards, you know? Um and okay, let me do them one at a time, okay? Hold on. Let me start with this. Oh no, that's 5 minutes. Oh wait, it's all overlapping. You know what? It's fine, whatever. Let me fix this. Wait, okay, 1 minute. And it's overlapping. What is this? It's my new computer, so that didn't work out for me, but it's fine. Whatever. じゃあ、誰エンジェルのために日本語喋ります。もう2週間日本にいるから、日本に行ったから結構喋れると思うけど、何を喋ったらいいかわからない。でも、日本語の、なんていうの日本語のリリックスないからできないと思うよ。ラップをすごく頑張って、結構、今覚えてるかな結構言葉があるんだけど、練習しないといけないかも。頑張ってみる。頑張ってみます。そして、何を喋ったらいいかななんか普通に喋らないと結構なまってるから、頑張らないと宮崎弁が出てくると思う。そして、なんかなOkay. I'm back. I need to fix this. It's like barely cutting off, but it is cutting off. Oh, sorry, I don't remember how to stream. I don't remember these buttons. Okay, you want me to sing "Woke Up"? I don't know if I will be able to do all of it because like I think I practiced it quite hard. But now it's been a while since I practiced it. Do you think I will nail the buses line, or do you think it will fall apart? I have no idea. I can try. And welcome in, Minnie. Welcome back to Canuckland. I am back in Canuckland, yes. Although I did not finish the game last night. I was sleeping. I could not stay awake. I was ready to sleep at like 7. I was like, I gotta stay awake till 9. Like, I gotta stay awake till 9. This is gonna ruin my sleep schedule, you know? Like, when I come back, it's like noon, right? And I'm like, I want to sleep now, but like, you cannot sleep now. It will ruin your schedule. So I don't think I'm jet lagged now because I slept at a normal time, and now I'm all good. That's just one free run episode away from being a turbo weave. Possibly. Me just already a turbo. I'm not. I've never even watched the vending machine. Isekai. Unlike my uncle. That was crazy. I showed it to I was like, okay, so I won a My Hero Academia little thing, like a little badge thing at the sushi restaurant. Because like there's like a sushi restaurant where it's called Kurazushi. A lot of people have probably been to it. And then so every 5 plates of sushi you eat, there's like a little mini game. It's like a random chance. Like you don't play anything, but like it's not interactive. But like, and if you win, then you get a gacha little thing. So I got the gacha thing, and it had a My Hero Academia pin in it. And I was like, my uncle likes manga, so I was like, oh, do you like this? And he was like, no, I don't like that. So I just gave it to some random kid. I was like, what am I gonna do with this toy? It's not even a toy. I was like, what is a kid gonna do with this? But I was like, you know what? I'll just give it to them anyway. I'm sure they're happy because it's like a little gacha thing. But yeah, my uncle only likes isekai, and then I was telling Kalani that, and then Kalani was like, isekais these days are crazy. There's one where this person was reborn as a vending machine. And then I was like, that's crazy. That's a ridiculous concept. And so I showed it to my uncle. I was like, have you heard of this? And he was like, oh yeah, I read that. I was Bro, that's crazy. He likes reading manga. Can we watch this on stream? No, I don't want to watch that. But I was like, I think he would. I think my uncle would like Genshin. But I was like, you know what? I don't want to be liable if he like starts spending money on Genshin. You know what I mean? So I was like, I will not. I will not introduce him to Genshin. Okay, let's get XG. XG. Um, karaoke. Karaoke. Oh, sorry, woke up karaoke. Oh no, here it is. Oof. Do you think I'll be able to do it? What do you guys think? You'll make your family bro. Yeah, I won't. I won't. I don't want to put my family into poverty. I don't think my uncle will spend money on a game, but we'll see. Who knows? Okay, Ratsy wants me to rap. Let me do a volume test. Okay, I need to turn it up though. I can't hear it. Oof. Okay, let's go. He's a level 3. You know, if you're Japanese, you can't be a weeb. That's that's the rules. That's the law. I didn't make the rules. That's just how it is. But yeah, he's a little bit of a manga fan for sure. This is the first one from the Zoe stream. I think so. I haven't practiced this in a while though, so we'll see. We'll see. Okay, thank you, Bree Bree. Yeah, I've been here waiting, looking at him, trying to catch it, take it how you want to take it. Left the place in panic, left to take another planet, left to make another statement. XG, baby, say the names right, spell it out so you can learn it. You can smell the tires when they turning. You can smell the fire when it's burning. You could tell we all made it work for us. Made it, but we had to work for it. Work, work, work so perfect that it hurt, don't it? Surf on him. Ride away, ride away, ride away. Because we had to ride away. Bye, 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 flying past, then we fly away into outer space. Drop top in a coop outside when I hop up out of this plane. Look at my face right now when I just walked right in my bed. Fix my hair, fix my makeup on the way. Bound to the next stop, bound for the great, make it bound down to the X. A little more than ordinary, honorary, underestimated, leaving all you broke. I'm the judge and jury, I don't want to hear it. I'm the one to fear and keep it on the low. This is automated, I'm the motivator, total hater, so more the merrier. Y'all my entertainment, fascinated, I'm just laughing because it's so hilarious. Little girl with the big mouth, small group with the big house, yeah. Big watch on the wrist now, just thought of that flow now, just now. Put a little more down for the bus down. Went on tour on a bus and tore the bus down. Everything custom now. Fans rushing out, scared he had to push me out. 48 laws of power. Little girl with the big motor on a kid though. Watch me rip though. Watch me snap like Motorola flip phone. I don't want to hit you this hard in an intro. Bring that bounce like 6'4". Find me in Tokyo, rapping in a skirt. What are you catching my drift though? Woke up looking like this, so don't get under my skin. Woke up looking like this. Woke up looking like this, so don't get under my skin. Woke up looking like this. Light flex, go easy. Tag it up, graffiti. Drop a pan or addy, that's where I'll go. Rip the show, and that's all I know. I'm supervision. Y'all just built on superstitions. Watch me do everything, everywhere, all at once, all the time, all around the world. Woke up looking like this, so don't get under my skin. XGALX, and that's the name of this ship. Mother wolf, so don't make fun of my kids. We all fam stand tall now, so don't talk down to my kin. Welcome to the party, floating like a smarty girl, yeah. You can call me Harvey, but I'm not your Barbie doll, yeah. Hardy, hardy, ha, laughing at him while we blast away. Black on black on black, outfits all packed away. C to the OC, oh, that's me, Lord have mercy. Young queen, but I act like a nunny. Young blood, but I'm built like an OG. Gotta lift weight for the bags, like we're fit for the mags. And I'm a wolf in a pack, so I just woof and attack. Woke up looking like this, so don't get under my skin. Woke up looking like this. Woke up looking like this, so don't get under my skin. Woke up looking like this. I still remember the words. Could I do it without the words in front of me? Probably not. Probably not. I don't know how they remember all those words in their head, but they probably do it many times more than me. But yeah. XG. I still remember kind of. There's some parts where I was like, ooh, how does that go? But I did practice it a lot, so it sticks in your brain. And welcome in Peel, and welcome in Red Mist. We do the second best Maya I've heard rap welcome. Thank you. Thank you. I don't even know who does what part. I don't have any like concept of who except when they say their names. Like when they say like C to the OC, that's me. I'm like, okay, that's clearly Kokona. Or so is that her name, Kokona? And then when she says Harvey, I'm like, okay, that's Harvey. I don't know who does the other parts. I'm assuming one of the girls is like the singer, right? And she does like the dropped up in a good but salmon, I dropped up and whatever. Um, I just the honorary. Oh, honorary, ordinary. Okay, honorary, ordinary. I think I messed up part of them. Ecliptus, if you want to watch it, it's in clips. Yeah, I have. I think I did it like twice during the karaoke stream, so I have the I have the clips. But thank you. Hinata does the woke up looking like this. Is she like the singer? 'Cause I think one of them is not a rapper, or they probably all rap, but like one of them is more of like a vocalist, right? Tap like Wonder Flip. Okay, that's the girl. I like I like how they rap. I think it's some of them I feel like are easier to replicate than others. Cause like I feel like it's hard for me to rap loudly. I don't really know how they do it. Like sometimes some people rap very intensely, and some people rap more subdued. And I feel like it's easier to rap subdued. She's the only one who didn't have a rap and woke up. Yeah, I'm assuming one of them is like a more vocalist. Cause like in Howling, one of them is clearly some of them are clearly singing and not rapping, right? But honestly, a lot of rappers are really good at singing. You know, even though you might be like, oh, they're just rappers, but a lot of rappers can sing really well. Hinata, Juria, and Chisa, that are the vocals. I see, I see. I haven't, I've only just learned the songs myself, so I've never really bothered learning who does what. But some of them, yeah, some of them are definitely singers, and they sound great. They all sing very, at least in the songs that I've heard, they sing very like chill, you know. I'm like, I find it harder. I find it hard to replicate how they sing. Like in especially in Howling, I'm like yeah, I think it's hard to sing like that for me personally. Um, and Welcome in P Boldor. That's the one. That's like the gray one, right? Like a rock and roller. I think I'm making up names. You know the one like rock and roller, Boldor, Giggleth. Is that right? I think it's correct. I think it's correct. Is rock and roll real? I feel like I'm making up, but you guys know what I mean, right? Okay, I'm right. Okay, thank you. Thank you. My reasoning was wrong, but the answer was right. Is what you're saying. I showed my work and the work was wrong. I should not have shown my work. You seemed to cover no scraps and it was a done deal. Of course, of course. Yeah, cause rappers can sing. Rappers can sing. Not all rappers, but some rappers can sing. If they're like rock and rollers, okay, okay. You dropped it in music. I do love Somi. I do love Somi. Um, a time in Japan. I did. I did. Um, I did hear XG a fair amount when I was like at the stores. I heard XG playing a lot in certain in when I was at certain stores. Like I was like, I heard them. I heard some songs and I was like, I think this is XG, and it was. It was. Somi's amazing. I like Somi's songs. I didn't like the one after this. I liked Extra. I didn't like the second one. Can't remember what it's called. I didn't even listen to it that much. I didn't like it. Somi needs more music. All Day Black Label to focus on Meow and All Day Project. I think it's probably up to her, right? When she wants to release music. I don't know. Maybe it's not up to her, but I feel like it is up to her. She doesn't make a lot of music. I don't think she really strikes me as someone who cares that much about music, though. Like, I think she's a great idol. I think she's good at being an idol, but I feel like she probably wants to do other stuff. I don't know. I don't know what she's doing, but I think she wants to do other stuff. I don't know. I don't know what it is. Maybe she just wants to chill. Maybe she made enough money and she's like, I'm chilling. I'll come around sometimes to be relevant, but like I'm chilling. Like I feel like I respect that as well. You know, it's like if you're an idol, well, I think a lot of idols are not musicians, right? Like they're not like passionate about music. They don't really care about music, right? I think a lot of idols are like that. Um, I think it's rare to get an idol who's like truly passionate about music and like really actually enjoys it, you know? Because I think if you were, you probably most of those people are probably not going to be idols, right? We have like zero control over your music, and there's like not much artistry to it, right? It's very manufactured. Um, I have no idea what you guys are talking about Black Label. But yeah, it's the same with like you gotta respect the people who just own up to it. They're like, yeah, I don't like music. I'm just here to be an idol because I'm good at it. Like it's like you know what? Fair enough. Like that's fair enough. You do that. Same with like I talked about this a few times, but like speaking of Stranger Things, Millie Bobby Brown straight up was like, yeah, I don't like movies. She was like, yeah, I don't like movies. I don't like cinema. Like I don't actually really care. Like she was put into it at a young age. Same with a lot of idols. They were put into it at a young age. Um, and then like she didn't have a choice in that. She was like 10 years old, okay? She was put into acting. She was probably put into acting much younger than that. And and then as she got older, she was like, I made like $100 million off Stranger Things. Like I don't need money. I'm just gonna keep making. I'm gonna make a few bad Netflix movies, and I'm just gonna get my bag, and then I'm just gonna retire. Like I'll finish Stranger Things, and then I'm just gonna retire. I don't ever have to be in another movie again. I'm like, you know what? That's fair enough. It's just sometimes it's just a job. You don't care about music. I'm here to be an idol because I'm hot. Exactly. Exactly. I'm sure a lot of people are. There's sure a lot of people are like that. I think a lot of idols probably do not care about the music at all, right? Like they wouldn't be an idol if they were. Fair enough. When you go through a survival show, yeah, yeah. Dreamcatcher. Dreamcatcher's been on this playlist for a long time. Still had goosebumps when they hit that Yo Secret Weapon and Yeji came out pre-debut. Oh my god, Yeji's Ain't My Fault performance. Oh, so good. When she did that, like, she did like a cartwheel or something, and then she like picked up the mic. I was like, that's cool. That's talent. That's talent right there. In my post-rock era, I've been listening to a lot of Do Make Say Think lately. Great band from Toronto. Ooh, Toronto. We're more Japanese. Okay, okay. I did just come back from Japan. I still need to fix it. Should I fix it now? I don't know how to fix it. Oh, you know what I can do? I think I put the text on the front. You know what I mean? Look at that. Okay, that doesn't really work, but that'll do for now, right? It's not overlapping. It's touching though. That's not great UI. I'll fix it later. じゃあ、お、前しろのためにリンゴ喋ります。こうやってしたら、1分が終わったら、なんかもう触らなくなるから、これ大丈夫かなちょっと動かそうか。でも、どうしたらいいかあんまりわからないんだけど。これが、ちょっと待って。でも、本当に小さくなるんだけど。これはちょっとダメだよね。きっと、ライブスプリットにつけてると思うけど。あんまり、わからない。触りすぎたらなんか変になるからこれでいいと思う。うわ、肩がボキっていった。結構喋るようになったけど、これ終わったら日本語の間違いを教えないと。結構変なこと言ってたよ。笑われた。みんなに教えないと思って。これまだこれもちゃんとなってないんだけど、どうしよう。Okay, you know what, whatever. I was trying to fix the overlay, but it's not. Oh, it's not quite working there. That's fine. But yeah, I'm sounding pretty. I had a refresher. Yeah, I had a refresher of my Japanese. I was speaking only Japanese for about 2 weeks now. Um, can't tell me just making fun of me during that minute. Possibly, possibly. Um, but yeah, I was, I still, my Japanese is still quite questionable. My vocabulary is very um confused sometimes. Like sometimes stuff is very similar. Um, I my most I would say my most prominent mistake was um my most prominent mistake was we were driving in the car and I tried to say the sunset is really pretty. I was like, oh, look at the sunset because the sky was so pink. I was like, wow, look at the sunset. And I accidentally said the sunburn is so pretty because sunset is yuyake and um and then sunburn is hiyake and they both have yake in it. And I got confused, and I was like, "Oh, the sunburn is so pretty." And my aunt was like, "Oh yeah, you're right. It is." And then my uncle was like laughing. I was like, "Why are you laughing?" And he was like, it's not sunburn." I was like, "Oh." I was like, "Yeah, you're right. You're right." Um, yeah, my family loves my Japanese mistakes. I'm not like upset by it. I'm not upset by it. They know what I mean. But yeah, it does happen. It does happen. And also, this one's not my fault. That one's like the next one. The words are just way too similar. I was talking about like waking up in the middle of the night or something. Um, and I said like, okay, this is not my fault. The word for middle of the night is yonaka. Okay, yonaka, and the word for world, like society, the world is yononaka. Okay, like I don't know. These words are not related to each other. Why are they so similar? I don't know. But I accidentally said like, oh, like whatever. Like my uncle woke up in the world, and I was like, oh, those words are a little too similar. Okay. No, it's yonaka. It's yonaka and yononaka. Oh, okay. I'm typoing. Yononaka. Like they're just a little similar. There was one extra little syllable in there. You eats freshly murdered fish and now thinks sunburns are pretty. Sunburns are beautiful. Yeah, sunburns are so beautiful. I think the Japanese mistakes are worth it because at least you speak both French and English natively. That's true. That's true. But like, yeah, it's hard being trilingual. You know. Freshly murdered is a very vegan way of speaking. I just didn't know they had a special word for killing fish. I did not know this. Um, but yeah, it's my aunt always jokes that like she says like because I'm like such a yapper, like I'm such a yapper, like I make everyone else like it's not that they improve my Japanese, it's like I'm infecting them with my strange Japanese like because my Japanese is like I sound fluent but I'm just like it's a little strange, right? Because like I don't know, like my vocabulary is very limited, so I'll use like what I think is the closest word I know. Um, and the way I phrase things sometimes is a little weird because it's like I'm not like a native speaker, right? So then like my aunt always says like she ends up like picking up my weirdness. And she was like, "Yeah, I was at work today and I like something really weird." Like I'm like, you know what? Fair enough. Fair enough. So yeah, I make instead of them improving my Japanese, I make their Japanese worse, and they are native speakers. He woke up in the world he was born. I guess so. Yeah, my uncle was born into the world. Um, we just making the family dumb and soon broke when our uncle picks up Genshin. True, true. I think the game I gave him did not have microtransactions. I think we're good. We'll have to ask him how he likes it. Cause I think he started playing it. Did he woke up looking like this? No, but I probably did get under his skin. It's very funny. I said this in Discord, but for some reason, like when it became like 9 p.m. ish, my aunt kept saying like, "Oh, aren't you tired? You should go to bed." And I'm like, oh, I'm not that tired. Like some days I would be like, yeah, I'm tired. But then some days I'd be like, oh, I'm not that tired. But she'd be like, but then like every like few minutes she'd be like, oh, you should go to bed soon. And I was like, why does she want me to go to bed? So I eventually I'd just be like, oh, okay, I'll go to bed. And it turns out she wanted to watch her drama in peace. She was like, I gotta go. I want to watch my drama without you yapping all the time. And I was like, oh, that's what it was. You gotta go. If you have an amazing day, family emergency. I hope everything's okay. Good luck. Thanks for stopping by. Am I allowed to say boku instead of watashi? Yeah, it's very. I don't know. It kind of. I think because you're not even fixing. It's kind of appropriate now because there's a. Maybe it kind of works. Kind of works now. Um, honestly, maybe you're a little too old to be saying boku. Like I don't know. You could, but I guess you know what? You don't look Japanese, so you just say whatever you want. It would be unusual. It's like a choice, right? It's a choice. It's like it, it's not very manly. Japanese is very like gendered. Like there's a lot of like gender stereotypes, right? Like so it's very gendered. It's like okay, if you're a manly man, you gotta say ore. Um, I feel like if I spent more than a few days with you, I'd also be like, oh wow, it's just never stops. That's fair enough. Yeah, that's fair enough. That's valid. Um, where's our off button? You just like I don't know how you I don't know how y'all make me stop. It's I just I don't think it's possible. Maybe you just have to out yap. I don't know. Cause like I my cousin actually came to see us. She lives like she lives in Fukuoka right now. And she came to see us over one of the weekends, which is very nice. And she kind of out yaps me honestly, but I think it's more of like a language diff, because I love yapping, but obviously it's like it's yapping is a lot harder in Japanese because like my vocabulary, like if I can yap a lot, like then I don't even know. Like I think it's just like there's some things I just can't. I want to say it, but I'm like I don't know how, which is really annoying. You're just asking a curiosity. I don't know if I ever speak Japanese. Fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, I mean, Japan in general is very like gender roles, gender roles. I don't like it. Um, especially like the older generation. Because with my cousins, like one of my older cousin, he's like a government employee, and his wife is a engineer. She works for Honda. Okay, so she's like doing well, right? And then like my grandparents are always like they just bought a house. They just bought a house, so they're like doing very well, and they're like, oh wow, like your cousin must be doing so well, like he must be making a lot of money. And then my her sister, my other cousin, was like, oh, his wife probably makes more money because she works for Honda. And then they were like, what? His wife makes more money? Bro, very very boomer behavior. Um, just keep a spite on yourself to ward off me. That would work. That would work. Did you do something with your hair while you were gone? It looks healthier. Honestly, I didn't do anything, but I think you're right. I think you're right. Like, okay, when I'm in Japan, my hair is really frizzy because of the humidity. But then like when I come back, it's like very nice. I'm like, I don't know what happened. I can't tell you. I don't know. I didn't do anything in particular, but I do agree. You found a new spider on your pillow on Friday. There was actually a lot of spiders when I was staying at my grand, but they were very small. And when I was staying at my aunt and uncle's house, so there was a lot of really small spiders. It was annoying though, because they were like so small. They're like the one they kind of like jump. But they don't jump vertically. They just jump like forward. You try to catch it and it like jumps, and you're like, oh, can't catch the spider. So I just stopped trying to catch them. And welcome in Ghost. You're joining, but Google Translate's getting really good. You could let AI translate the yapping. I don't want AI to speak for me. I need to practice my Japanese. I'm not speaking in English to my family. Um, You passed the check and carried outside that instant. I was failing all my animal handling checks. Your brother-in-law's a Honda engineer. Surely you must know you're a Honda engineer. Surely, surely. Um, yeah, it's very, like I wasn't even like, what am I trying to say? Like when I was in Japan, I wasn't even joking. Like I was in full housewife mode. Cause my, what am I trying to say? I was in full housewife mode because like if I don't, my aunt will have so much work to do, right? Because like me and my mom are there, so she has to like there's like extra laundry, there's like extra cooking and stuff to do, extra dishes. So I was like trying to help out, but literally they would wake up at 6 a.m. I would wake up at 6 a.m. and then I would go down and I would help my aunt with breakfast, and then I would make her coffee to go to bring to work. So I'd make her coffee. Firstly, she likes really watery coffee. I was like, this is very questionable. She kept telling me to make it weaker and weaker, and eventually I was at half the amount of coffee. I was like, really, half strength coffee? But you know what? Whatever. It's not. I'm not drinking it. Um, so I would make her coffee, and then we would eat breakfast, and I would do the dishes. Okay, and she makes miso soup every morning. I'm like, you're making so much work for yourself. Like, why are you making miso soup every morning for breakfast at 6 a.m.? Like, that's crazy. But I helped her with that, and then she would start the laundry, and then I would drive her to work. Okay, and then I would come home from driving her to work, and then I would hang up the laundry, and she does the laundry every day. I'm like, who does the laundry every day? Like, and there's like a significant amount of laundry every day because they wash every towel after one use. Okay, they wash all their clothes, including jeans, including like sweaters, like anything, like all their clothes, like even clothes that weren't even like touching their skin. Like literally, they wash every day. Um, so then like I hang up all the laundry in the morning, and then like we chill, we do stuff, and then I later in the afternoon, like in after like or before I pick her up from work, I put all the laundry back in, and then I fold it up, and then I pick her up from work, and then we hang out. But I was like, this is already a lot. It's already a lot. I'm not cut out for this lifestyle. I would not make a good Japanese housewife. Um, how often do they buy new ones, like new clothes? I don't think that often. I don't know. I don't know why cuz like even if like for example, like if I was wearing this and like I was wearing like a vest on top, like I wouldn't wash the vest. Like would you? Like would you wash that vest after every use? It wasn't even like touching your body. Like I don't know. Like especially like jeans. Like do you wash your jeans after every use? Like I don't. I'm assuming so much washing will yeah, wear them out. Yeah. Which is different from wearing, like putting on the clothes. Very not confusing at all. Surely they wear their clothes by constantly washing them. I don't. I guess maybe Japanese clothes are a bit different. Maybe they wear out more quickly. Um, my English is so bad today too. Yeah, I guess my English was my stream was English. Like my English is bad too. I haven't spoken English in a while. Um, I even wash some t-shirts after every use. If I just wore my t-shirt at home and I didn't sweat, then like actually maybe I'd wear it twice, but I don't know. But yeah, a lot of clothes I don't wash after every use because it's like I didn't get sweaty. Like why I didn't this shirt isn't dirty, or maybe not shirt, but like especially like pants. Like pants is not dirty. If I had like a cardigan over top of a different like if I was wearing a cardigan over this, then I would wash this, but not the cardigan. You know what I mean? But they would wash both. And I'm like, there's so much laundry. There's literally so much laundry. Um, even if you don't notice it, you're still sweating. Yeah, I would wash my t-shirts unless I only wore it for like part of the day. That's the only time I wouldn't wash a shirt. Like if I only wore it for part of the day, and then I was just at home, then it's fine. But yeah, I been even then, like I wouldn't wash like sometimes they wear like a shirt like this and you wear like a dress on top and it's like do you need to wash the dress? Like I don't know. Summertime, yes, after every use, but when it's negative 15 out and I'm not leaving my house, I think I'm okay for half a second day. Yeah, I think that's fine. I don't think it's like especially dirty. I don't think there's like a right or wrong answer to that. I think that's like your choice. Um, but yeah, I think, and like, I think with towels, like in Japan, like Japan's very humid. So like, I think a lot of times, like even if you like hang up the towels between each use, they won't dry completely. So that's probably why they wash the towels after every use. But yeah, it is a lot of laundry. I'm like, wow, like, it's a very Japan is very. I think things are changing, but Japan generally, especially in my mom's generation, there's like really strict gender roles. Like even if both parents are working, the wife is doing like all the household tasks, right? Like it's like it's kind of crazy. But I think with the younger generation, like for example, with my cousin and his wife, I think they split a lot of the household chores, and my cousin, who's a man, he does a lot of the childcare and stuff like that. So I think it just kind of just depends. And a lot of times, like even in Japan, like both parents are working, right? Like in this economy, like both parents are working. There's not like a stay at home like mom situation. So you get clothes. You order some gym clothes. I need since they're on Black Friday sales. Nice. I hope you enjoy them. I don't remember the last time I washed a sweater. Okay, that's a little. That's going a little too far. That's like going a little too far. There goes being a stay-at-home husband in Japan. Why specifically in Japan? I guess it would be cheaper. It would be cheaper. You cannot be a stay-at-home husband in Toronto, like unless you find a really rich person to marry. um, Here under the new work culture, sleep is optional. It's not a new work culture. That is not new. That's not new. But yeah, the work culture is pretty crazy. There's a lot of things that I'm like I know a lot of people always ask me. They're like, "Oh, why don't you live in Japan? Like you're Japanese, you could easily live there." I'm like, I've seen it. I've seen the culture. I think I prefer being here. Obviously, I'm not saying Canada's perfect, but in terms of like being a woman, like it seems a lot better to be a woman in Canada than it does to be a woman in Japan. So I think that's nice. And um, yeah, I don't like gender role stuff. I don't like yeah, the work culture obviously is a huge thing as well. Like compared to my company right now, like my work culture is like it's night and day. It's crazy. And like there's so many like really stuff that's like so like traditional in Japan. Like they're still very conservative, very traditional. There's a lot of work culture stuff. It's like, "Oh, you can't leave before your boss." Or like you have to like there's like certain things you have to do like at work, like where it's like why do you have to do this? And I even asked my family. I'm like, why do you have to do that? And they're like, I don't know, like we just have to. It's like, for example, like my uncle went to a wedding while I was there, and in Japanese weddings, your family sits at the back of the room. Like your family sits in the very last row, even though they're like the main people um, who want to see you get married. And the front row is reserved for your parents, like bosses and coworkers and stuff like that. Like so, your parents, like so the people who's getting married, right? Like say I'm getting married, and like I would invite my parents would invite their bosses and their colleagues, and they would come, and those people would give speeches at your wedding. I'm like, they don't know you. Like they don't literally know you. So I was like, that's so weird, right? It's like it's very like it's very strange. They go to prison if you don't invite them. No, but if they find, I asked them that too. I was like, oh, like, what if you don't want them there? And they're like, oh, but like, if your colleagues and your boss find out that your child got married and you didn't invite them, or like you got married and you didn't invite them, it would be like really like frowned upon. Like you would be looked upon very badly. Like, it would be very like disrespectful. Um, if you're gonna move out of Canada to work somewhere, it's gonna be like Thailand if I'm paid a lot, or Europe. I mean, I don't know if you'll be paid a lot in Thailand. I think the cost of living is quite cheap now. Why does your family sit at the back? I don't know why they sit at the back. Like I feel like isn't that like the main people who want to see you? Like do you, like if okay, if I was a manager and I had employees, right? And my employee was like, "Yeah, my son is getting married. Like, don't I come?" I'd be like, "No, I don't know him." And they're like, "Don't I come and like give a speech?" It's like, "No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't want to." Um, you're gonna ruin the Japan. You're gonna ruin the Japan. Yeah. But yeah, it's like stuff like that is like so strange, right? It's like very patriarchal, right? Because it's like, oh, like your wedding is like for like your dad, like your wedding is for like your dad and like his colleagues. It's like this is so weird. Sounds like the company gets first dibs to hire the couple. I don't think so, because like usually they would already be employed. Like you want to get married if you want to get married like that, you know, like it would already be. And in Japan, it's very people don't switch jobs like that very much. Like and like for example, like a lot of jobs, like you take like an exam to get the job. I'm like that's so weird. Like why take an exam to get the job? Um, yeah, it's very and even like even though like my uncle is a government employee, so it's like kind of chill, kind of chill, as in like he works like 50 hours a week. Um, but yeah, it's like they cannot take many like I whenever I meet someone new in Japan and they're like, "Oh, you're here from Canada," and I'm like, "I'm here for 2 weeks," and they're like, "You can get 2 weeks of consecutive vacation." I was like, it's like, yeah, I can. And they're like, what? In Japan, like, you'd be lucky to get 1 week of consecutive vacation. It's an open bar. Can I skip this? I know. It's like, who, what could they possibly say in a speech? You know, like, they don't know you at all. They're like, yeah, your dad gotta exceeds expectations on his performance review. Yeah, I'm gonna give him a good bonus this year, okay? It's very strange. If a Japanese K-pop idol gets married, that means they likely combo Japanese culture and Korean. I doubt it, unless they're marrying someone Korean. I think Korean. I don't know what Korean weddings are like. I know there a lot of them, like a lot of the celebrity weddings this year are like huge weddings. But I don't know if they invite like the colleagues and stuff like that. I don't know if they do that as well. But yeah, it's the working culture is pretty. Um, it's not great. And then like the thing I don't like, it's like as well as like the thing I don't like is like after like if you work at like a normal job, if you work like a job, sorry, just a job, and your manager or whatever is like, oh, let's go out drinking after work, you like can't say no, cause like that's like the last thing I want to do. If I finish work, it's like I've been working from 8 a.m. to 6 7 p.m. and they're like, hey, let's get drinks after work. I'm like, no, I want to go home, and you can't say that. Like you cannot like it's very frowned upon to say no to that. And you have to like keep drinking as much as they're drinking, and it's like really, this sounds a bit brutal, because I feel like it's like you know like I've already worked so long. Like why I have to do I have to do more? It's not really working, but it's like you want to do more. You know. Um, watch Korean wedding culture be the same as Japanese? That'd be that'd be so many people in the writing group. True, true. I actually don't know. Cause like my Pilates instructor is Korean and she recently got married, but I don't think she had like a completely traditional Korean wedding because she had it here, right? But you think it's a different culture and it's weird because you weren't raised surrounded by that. But Japanese people don't normally prefer Western culture once they meet it, or am I wrong? Um, I'm not sure. I think a lot of people don't know. At least from my experience, from my experience, at least in rural Miyazaki, most people don't know what Western culture is like. They don't know like they're always people are always very surprised to hear like when I was a kid they were very surprised to hear about my school culture. Like they were always like they're like I was like, oh, I came here for summer break, and I was like, oh, my summer break is like 2.5 months long, and they're like, what? How it's that long? And they're like, do you have homework? And I was like, no, I don't have homework. And they're like, what? You don't have homework? They're like really surprised. They're like, do you have school on Saturday? No, you don't have school on Saturday. And they're like, how much do you study every day? I'm like, not at all. I don't study every day. And they're like, what? Like the people are they don't know, right? Um, and when I tell them about like, oh, I get 4 weeks of vacation a year, they're like, that's crazy. Like that's like unbelievable to them, you know? I think a lot of people don't know. I think a lot of people. It was a question. Yeah. I know. Don't worry, I got it. um, and I think I know a lot of Japanese people come here for like working holiday visas and stuff like that. And a lot of them do like it here. But I think they do like a lot of things about Japan as well, right? Like, I think if you grew up in Japan, um, like I think everyone would prefer the like I think everyone would prefer working less. Like let's be real. Like no one's gonna be like, wow, I much prefer my 60-hour work weeks in Japan to like the working hours, you know? Like I don't think anyone I don't think anyone prefers those things. Um but I'm sure people like some I think some people feel I think some people feel uncomfortable without some of the formality stuff. And the culture is very different, as in like Japanese people are generally quite not like passive aggressive, but not very like direct. You know, everything is said very indirectly. So I think sometimes they might feel uncomfortable with a very direct approach to like confrontation or stuff like that. So I think they might prefer some things from back home if that's what they're used to. But and there's a lot of obviously there's a lot of good things about Japan, like yeah, like the like the grocery shopping. There's a lot of good food. Like one thing is really nice when I go back to Japan is like the grocery stores have such good like pre-made food and stuff like that. Here like the pre-made food sucks. Like it's pretty much just like frozen pizzas or like that kind of stuff, right? And welcome in protagonist. Surely stream's not gonna end soon since I'm here. Well, um, boss purposely invites you out drinking a bunch so they can fire you with cause, possibly. They're like, this person was drunk on the job. Can you gift your boss a plushie to avoid drinks night? Probably depends on the boss. Some bosses might like that. But yeah, it's obviously there's good and bad things, but um, I think there's some things that I don't think any Japanese people would prefer. You know, like I think like no one's gonna be like, wow, Japanese working culture is so much better than working 9 to 5, like and going home, you know. Or like same with the school system. I don't think anyone really is like, oh, wow, our school system is. I would much prefer this, you know. Like I want my kids to go through this, you know. Um, but I think a lot of Japanese people just the people who come here, right? Like the people who come here on working holidays are obviously like interested in living abroad. Like for example, my mom, like those people are obviously wanting to live abroad and very interested in it, and they're obviously already predisposed. Like so a lot of Japanese people are just never gonna leave Japan, right? Most Japanese people are just never gonna leave Japan. So I think it's just how it is, I guess. But from my perspective, there's a lot of things I'm like, I think the downsides outweigh the positives, you know? As much as it is nice to have these readily available, like the grocery stores are very, the food is very good. And like you could even get good food from the convenience store, like from, or, you know, like we don't have that. Like we definitely don't have that, but um, there's a lot of bad things. And I think a lot of people like benefit from some of the things. Like I think like one of my least favorite one of the things that holds me back from ever wanting to live in Japan is like the gender roles, right? Like and like oh like if you're a woman, you're expected to do like this and this. But I feel like if you were a man in Japan, like that you would benefit from that. Like it was like why would I want to come here where I have to like do the dishes? Like you know? Obviously not everyone, but like some people would, right? Um Telling me cherry blossoms and bullet. We have cherry blossoms here. But we don't have bullet trains. That's true. I think U.S. 7-Eleven started offering Japanese 7-Eleven items. Ooh, that's good. Many Japanese people will never leave their office on time or see their wife more than twice a week. Yeah, yeah, possibly. That's like my worst nightmare as well. Like having to stay overtime every day, um, leave home at 7 a.m. and come home at 10 p.m. and then just sleep and then go to work the next day. Like that's great. That's great. Um, I would hate that. So many Japanese people don't get divorced. Divorce is still quite taboo in Japan. It's not that common. It's not like a normal thing like it is here. It's very rare to get divorced in Japan. Not because they don't probably not because they don't want to, but probably because it's like a still not like society accepted as much. Like obviously there's some people who you can get divorced and some people do. It's just not very common. Um, People treat you great here, but you can feel that sometimes the smile is forced. I much prefer to have them the straightest face they have. Yeah, I mean, I think yeah, exactly. It really depends, like what you're used to and what you prefer. Like some people are like, oh, I prefer people being extra friendly, like that kind of very over the top politeness. Some people prefer that, and some people prefer like people minding their own business. And some people find that cold. Like some people are like, oh, that's very like unfriendly. It's very rude. But like it can, it kind of just depends. It's a personal preference and a cultural thing. Find it impressive how salaryman can sleep anywhere. Yeah, I keep seeing like Instagram reels about like salaryman and you miss the last train, you just sleep on the street. I'm like, that's crazy. That's crazy. I could not do that. I was like, the joke they don't get divorced because they don't see their spouse. I mean, that too. That too, yeah. I mean, it would. I guess you would never. I guess you wouldn't have issues, you know. Ironically, YouTube has been recommending me videos of Japan office workers posting their nighttime routine due to working overtime. Oh no. You love transparency, but I understand people that don't prefer get it nor yeah, exactly. Like I actually really don't like that about Japan. Like where it's and like my mom's tenant she's just living here from Japan and she's like, yeah, I hate that about Japan as well. Like I think a lot of the Japanese people who are like I want to live in another country are probably the type of Japanese person who is like a little bit doesn't like certain things about Japan and they want to see what's out there, right? Um, yeah, I know what you mean. I know what you mean. Capsule hotels are nice though. Wish we had those. I've never stayed in one. I feel like it would feel like claustrophobic. I don't know. I just want a normal. I mean, I don't understand. I don't really understand why they exist as well. Because like hotels are not that expensive in Japan. Um, the food places they go to look so good to have when it's past 11 p.m. I mean, if you're in the big city, yeah. In Miyazaki, no way, no way. It's gonna be closed at 9 p.m. um, maybe like a convenience store or something. I don't know. But yeah, it's they're obviously good and there not everything is bad, but there's a reason that I've never been like, oh, I want to move to Japan and just live there forever. Like I think out of a hard time, I think my values and yeah, I just think my values and like my cultural stuff is more Western for sure. I grew up here. A couple times a week, I leave my office at like 11. There's only a few trains left. Oh no, that's scary. That's so late. I'm sorry. How does it get expensive if you miss your train 5 days a week? That's true. That's true. You'll go visit Japan when they start having food I can eat. Might be a while. Might be a while. I'm sure there's like at least a dozen vegan restaurants in Tokyo, no? There's gotta be some. I don't know what they're like, but there must be some. But yeah, that's another thing too, because like I think the food is good, but there's like only Japanese food, right? Like I know we joke about the ketchup spaghetti, but it's real. The ketchup spaghetti is real, okay? Like you go you I took I sent you guys a photo. There's real ketchup spaghetti is a real thing. So like other like Japanese food, amazing. It's incredible. It's so cheap. It's delicious. It's very fresh. All that stuff. Um, But here, we have Japanese food here too, and we also have food from many and many other cultures, right? So that's another thing as well. Um, melon pan. I think it's that you can just make it. I think you would easily be able to make it. It's just bread, and then there's like a little cookie part you put on top, and then you just bake it. You just bake it. I think you could easily make it yourself, and then you don't have to flip. It's not the same. It is. You can do it. You can do it. You just gotta perfect the recipe. My mom served me ketchup spaghetti because she didn't realize it was tomato sauce. How did it taste though? One time, I think I've told this story before. One time, my grandma was like, asked me and my brother. She was like, "Do you want spaghetti?" I was like, "I guess so." My grandma's a great cook, okay, but she can only cook Japanese food. She gave me spaghetti, and I think she put like meating or miso or something in it. Like there was like seaweed on it. I was like, it was like the most disgusting spaghetti I've ever eaten in my life. Like I was like, that's the only bad thing my grandma's ever made. At least that I have tasted. You'll make it and call it a stat pun. Okay, okay. Oh, I can't wait to see this stat pun. The problem in the U.S. If I work late, even in a large city, everything closes and there's hardly anywhere to get food. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I guess that's a good thing in that like not a lot of people are working really late, like in Japan. But yeah, I think. I mean, I think it just depends where you are. Like at least, yeah, I think in Vancouver a lot of stuff will be closed as well. There's not a lot of like 24-hour kind of stuff. But that's the same in Japan too, like outside of the big cities, right? Like, but I guess you're saying even in large cities. That's fair enough. That's fair enough. I guess it's good. Not a lot of people are working late. Um, you put maple syrup on plain spaghetti. Ew. And take a 90-day vacation to Japan, longer if visas allow it. That's a long vacation. You got a lot. I don't think you can't stay longer than 90 days, but um, you'd be able to see a lot of Japan for sure. You'd have to fill a lot of time, and it would be very expensive, but you could do it. That sounds very fun. Keep us updated if you do it. But yeah, yeah. There's good and bad things everywhere. Obviously, I think it's just personal preference on what you want to do and what your situation is, right? Like PewDiePie moved to Japan, but he never has to experience the Japanese working culture, right? Like he doesn't have to work. Um, I think he will never have to experience a lot of things that a lot of people would struggle with in Japan because like he has a lot of money. Everything closes at like 9. Could hardly ever make that time on the weekdays. Oh no. Yeah, 9 sounds about right. But yeah, yeah, there's a lot of things to consider for sure. But yeah, I think I'll probably leave it here for today. I have to go pretty soon. Um, but yeah, it's nice to be back. I think I will probably like we'll have Genshin on Wednesday, obviously. I was keeping up with Genshin for the most part. Um, I think I missed one day. I think I missed one day of my walk-in, which is unfortunate. But yeah, I think on Saturday I will probably play Resident Evil 2. I think. Yeah, I think that's a good plan. I don't really have any other games on my library that I can play because I refuse to buy Solid Snake Eater until it's cheaper because it's like, come on. Shout out to all the 996s in chat. I feel for you. I'm very sorry. Factorio. I'm not gonna stream Factorio though. Like I think that's too. I can't have both my attention on that at the same time. But yeah, it was great to be back. I will be back for a while. Don't worry. I'll be streaming every weekend as usual, and I'm going to stream Genshin as usual. These PC prices. I know. I heard about the RAM prices. I think it's very glad I got my PC when I did. Me just gonna miss stream because she was up all night playing Factorio. Oh no! I have to end stream because you showed up, protagonist. It's not. It's not. I don't make the rules. Good at Thomas. Yeah. Of course, Ricky, you made it happen. I'm gonna Pilates stuff. I'm gonna do factor 3. I don't have Pilates till January. I gotta do some crunches on my own apparently. We party all day. No, no, no. I gotta go. I'm sorry, guys. Um, I will be back though. I'm back permanently or for a while. No more retiring from me. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Join the Discord if you haven't already. And I will see you all on Wednesday or if not on the weekend. Okay, bye everyone.